7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. What we do here is go back.
Nice. I could see you on Skype on my other screen, so figured that was a great time to jump on here. Welcome everybody to another live chat. I'm Steven Jensen. That's Jessi Davin. We're going to talk about wrestling today. Hope everyone in the chat's doing good. Feel free to chat in the chat. If you have a super chat, want to give us a little bit of money to talk about something, we will make sure to dive deep on whatever your question, comment, statement, whatever that is. Before we get into whatever we're going to talk about today, Jessi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'd like to apologize. This is all my fault for us being this late and delayed. My husband is slowly, steadily getting it back into work with reduced hours. So I've been having to full-time mom it up. She is down below right near my feet. I'm up on a really high table. She's on her iPad kicking things. Just kicked the charger for her iPad out. So if you hear some small children music. My apologies. Here, I'll put it back in. But other than that, doing good. Supposed to get my cushions that they forgot to deliver when they delivered my patio furniture today, so I'm really hoping that they don't come in the middle of the stream. They never called. So other than that, I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. Can't complain. Pretty slow day.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh God, don't say that. Now shit's gonna like go off.
oh, I know, right? I can't say that. You're totally right. But yeah, good day. I should give a shout out to somebody. I'm probably butchering his name, but James Vanderleiden, I believe, is how you pronounce his last name.
Is it IE or EI?
I'm not sure. I don't have it on my screen at the moment, but
Okay.
I can actually pull it up as long as just gotta double check my emails aren't popping up on the screen.
If it's German, I can tell you to pronounce it.
It is Vanderlinden. It looks like
Okay.
Vanderlinden. Vanderlinden.
Okay.
He he must be associated with Fightful Select in some way. I get paid through Fight when I do work for Fightful, like for the Weekender. They invoice me through a company called Aware Ads, and he had an Aware Ads email address, so I'm assuming he's associated with them. But the dude sent me and a handful of others $25 Amazon gift cards today. Where I
Oh.
opened my email and I was like, awesome. So I wound up buying Jonathan Snowden's new book about Ken Shamrock. It's really, really good. And I bought an Undertaker Funko Pop vinyl figure because I didn't have
Awesome.
it. So and it was like $26 total. So like that's how my day's been.
Perfect.
Can't complain.
Awesome. Yes, that works. Cool. That is a good day. That's a nice surprise to wake up to.
The weather's good.
Yeah.
I've been ordering so much stuff off like Amazon and eBay lately. Like
Really?
it's like it's messed up. It's so you're a big iDubbbz fan also. Like there's like the content cops where they talk about the like the Kenner
The Supreme?
eggs
Oh, the
and stuff
Kinder
like
eggs.
that.
Yeah.
Kinder eggs. And he's explaining it about how kids are just like it's like every day is their birthday, like on those channels, and like how can you get excited? That's how I've been feeling like that's how I'm feeling right now because I've been just ordering so much random stuff off of eBay and Amazon lately, and just like not really paying too much attention to like the days it's supposed to show up. So
Right?
any day at any time, like get a knock on the door with a package, or check my mail and there's something that I forgot I even bought sitting there in my mailbox. So I've been doing a lot of that lately. It's been a lot of fun.
That is fun. When I was a kid, I loved surprises so much that like every time like I knew my parents like would hide like presents from them. That's my daughter's right here, so I can't talk about Santa. But my parents would hide gifts from them in the closet for Christmas, and I would always go like this. I would always shield it because I never wanted to know. I would never shake gifts. I would never look like during the Christmas holidays. I'll never like look like if my husband's like looking at his email, I'll just look away, like because I don't want to see if he's like ordered something for her or for me. So I love surprises. So I would do the same thing. I wouldn't even look at the shipping.
That's like me. That's like me with
Yeah.
wrestling spoilers. Like,
Yes. I know, me too. I muted the word WrestleMania for a long time before it, just because, or not the word, but like the hashtag, or like people would say, hey, don't mute this account because they're posting spoilers. I would mute the account and even like block it for a while and then unblock it. My block list has gotten so long. Hi everyone in the chat. For you. But this is the last thing I ordered. I have a difficult time ordering things for myself, but I had to get this. I think Demon Diva knows what this is.
I don't. What is that? Is that
Oh,
what you've been talking about? Like that Jeffree Star?
yes, the bloodline.
Yeah, you told me
helmet.
about that.
It's on my
You told me
arm.
about that off stream before. Yeah.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hi, Corey. Oh, someone wants to come say. Oh my gosh. Okay, so. Oh my god. Before we went live, I had to put her down, like not like that, but like I had to put her on the floor. She let out the nastiest fart ever. Say hi.
Every time she's on here. That's
Yeah, she does. Put it on you. I can't. But yeah, I mean, we don't really have too much to talk about. I mean, there's not really much going on, like you said.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. If y'all want to talk like AEW, we can talk about Dynamite. Like I've got that pulled up on my monitor here. I can always put that on the screen and talk about some of those matches. I'll definitely need the what's Scarlett saying? Oh, but we can talk about AEW. It was so I do like live tweets for MMA on Point during the UFC shows, so I had to be like paying attention to the UFC show. They ran a UFC on Wednesday at the same time as Dynamite and NXT this week, so I had AEW on mute. I was able to kind of keep an eye on the matches, but y'all let me have to know in the chat kind of what you thought about those matches because I couldn't pay full attention. And Jessi, I don't know if you were able to watch AEW on Wednesday or not, or what your thoughts on the show were.
You have a question? She has a question really quick before we talk about Diamond. What's your question?
Well, do you like steak?
Do you like steak?
Do I like steak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I had
Steak
steak yesterday.
He had steak yesterday.
And what else did you have?
What else did I have? So this one, I'll tell you what I had yesterday. So it was it was really good. My brother actually, my brother cooked it up. So we did, it was steak, and he cooked mushrooms and onions together, and a bunch of white rice. Put it all together. Huh?
Say it again.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal?
Animal, yeah.
Well, to finish the meal, we've covered it in shrimp sauce. If y'all know what shrimp sauce is, it's like it's the best. So yeah, that's what I had yesterday with the steak. My favorite animal.
He's telling me right now.
My favorite animal. I really don't even know. Probably.
I can't hear him.
We talk about it on the show probably far too often, but like I like those little dogs. Like I know Demon Diva's in the chat right now. Like Yorkies are like my favorite animals. Like I know how strange that sounds.
House
Like,
for an animal.
Huh?
Well, she want to know what your favorite house for animals is. What? Okay.
I don't know. The Yorkie we had growing up like to use one of our chairs, our sofa chairs, as a house. So I have to say that's my favorite house for a dog. Big sofa chair.
Here's not the dog. No, a puppy. And what do you like for the puppy play? At puppy school.
Oh, puppy school.
Right.
Puppy school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My dog, when we were younger, definitely failed puppy school, but they like passed him so that like we wouldn't send him back a second time. They like had enough of him just not
Kicked out of puppy school.
Yeah. Well, he graduated puppy school, but it was so that they didn't have to like, because my mom would have just brought him back to the same place. They were like, no, he's good. That dog didn't listen to anybody. He was cool though. I love that dog. Kirby, my favorite little dog ever.
Not a good listener like you.
I'm a doggy.
Okay. Well, doggy, thank you so much for being such a great interviewer. What's on your
Thank you. Very good questions, Scarlett.
Scarlett, can you get down, please? I need you to be a good listener.
Hey.
Want to go to Mimi and Papa's?
No, talk. I want to talk.
This is the life of a parent, Becky Lynch. This is what you're in for.
What is
Becky and Seth.
favorite house?
Right. What did you think of AEW Dynamite?
Going to the office.
Go to the office?
You going to the office.
You go in the office.
No, you.
Who do you think's gonna win? Chris Jericho or Matt Hardy? Chris Jericho?
No,
Yeah,
Chris
good pick.
Eminem.
Chris Eminem.
And what is his called?
I don't know.
What's your favorite?
I screamed when Vanguard won was shattered by Floyd.
Can you see me, but you won't?
Okay. All right. You say what you thought. I'm gonna try and wrangle this one.
All right, I'm gonna need help from the chat because I wasn't able to pay that much attention to the show. So like, someone let me know what was your favorite part about AEW Dynamite this week. Let me know in the chat. So in the super chat, I will make sure to talk in depth about whatever you want to talk about. Obviously, AEW is probably not going to be the big my big talking point this week, but there there isn't a ton to talk about in wrestling at the moment. Just kind of a slow week, to be honest. Um,
She said she's gonna be quiet. I hope.
I will say this while I'm waiting. Like I think that Double or Nothing was like an awesome show.
Dude, that
So
card looks stacked.
yeah, very much looking forward to that show. I love the Mike Tyson announcement. Like that's badass. Like
Yes.
Mike Tyson.
What was that about?
That's awesome because he's also he's a WWE Hall of Famer. So like for him to come over to do something with AEW's. I mean, it's pretty big, that relationship. And for those of you who might not know, Mike Tyson is training right now to make a return in boxing. Like, he looks like an animal hitting the mitts again, which is just crazy. I think he's 53 now. So he's, like, getting kind of back into, like... Well, he's always relevant because he's Mike Tyson, but, like, he's getting more into, like, relevancy as a fighter again, like, in that world. So, like, looks like he's making a comeback in boxing. He's popping up in AEW. He's a lifelong pro wrestling fan. He talks about it all the time. So, like, I love seeing Mike Tyson involved in AEW. And another guy, I totally think Sting's coming. I totally think Sting's
I do too. I think it's happening. I really do. And I think that that's going to be a huge get. I mean, someone said that he's still under his Legends contract, but then Fightful, I think, reported that he's not.
Yeah,
So,
somebody did, yeah.
Like you said, him and Jake the Snake together as like manager versus manager would be absolutely fantastic. Do you see him? Who do you see him managing?
Sting?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good options.
Darby Allin. They kind of face me.
That'd probably be the number one. That was who I was gonna say. That's probably the one that makes the most sense. Yeah, they got like the pain thing and also the kind of like dark kind. Cody's compared him to a young Sting, like on commentary.
Oh.
So it's kind of that also.
I mean, what a wild like turn of events. It seems like AEW just keeps getting and NXT had that big announcement. I mean, obviously let's talk about ratings really quick. The ratings for both shows took a big dip because of UFC Fight Night. I think it was Fight Night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Jacksonville. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. There was 2 live shows going on at once.
Yeah, and like that's why there was that like worry about the COVID there because
they're staying
in the same hotel.
Yeah. So both of them like took a dip, but AEW has continued to win, even though like last week was supposed to be like a takeover caliber. I don't know. I don't get me wrong. I love NXT. NXT's great. I thought Matt Riddle was freaking amazing. Matt Riddle was really good on that show. If you watch anything from NXT, just watch Matt Riddle. He is just. I feel like whenever there's an MMA professional wrestling crossover, you have like such a talent and such a skill there that is like just so like valuable, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just same thing, like like not bad, but it's just like gets repetitive, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the issue, I hate to say this because he's one of my favorite wrestlers ever, but I think Shawn Michaels is a problem in AEW,
Really?
NXT. I think it's a
He
problem.
plays it safe too much, or
He's making the over dramatized things. I don't care about, like we talked about it before on here, where like I don't need the like I like the Ric Flair John HBK like I'm sorry I love you moment in like every NXT show or like every big Johnny Gargano match like where he's it's like it just they've over. And now I didn't watch NXT this past week, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I just know recently the more I've watched NXT, the more I just feel like Shawn Michaels' influence on it. And like I said,
really? I didn't even think about that.
I mean, he's one of the best in-ring workers ever. Like,
Oh yeah.
huge Shawn Michaels fan. But I know I'm not alone on that either. Like, I've seen other people on Twitter just randomly throughout my timeline saying the same kind of stuff where they're like, well, there's another Shawn Michaels, like, the match was great until you could tell that Shawn told them to do this, like, so...
And if we're wrong, please in the chat let us know. Like if what your opinion is. I mean, we're not wrong. I mean, nobody's wrong. But if you disagree, I mean, I should have said if you disagree, let us know in the chat. I mean, because that's totally okay. That's what I think is great. I feel like if you can have like a positive discussion about the AEW NXT thing, why one's doing better than the other at any given time, I think it's great. But oh my god, dude, I put a picture, like I made a meme of a cat on Brian Alvarez's. He literally just tweets the numbers, right? He just tweets what AEW and NXT did, and
Yeah.
the thread is just people fighting. Like I
So
posted that
funny.
meme of the cat and I said I just want both to do well. Oh my god, my notification, I had to mute everything. I feel so bad. I'm like, he probably just posts that and just immediately hits mute. She's pretending to be a cat right now. Um
Nice.
yeah. Um but it's like, god, you guys, like, you can like what you want. I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm not gonna make fun of you. If someone makes fun of you for it, that's not okay. But let's just relax a little bit. We can talk about like what we are, like Shawn Michaels' impact, you know, the women's division in AEW being weaker than the NXT, whatever. But like, come on, guys. Like, it's not that deep. These guys are literally like rooting for each other. Like, they're friends. I mean, for God's sake, Britt Baker and Adam Cole are like together. Um, Peyton Royce is with Shawn Spears. Jon Moxley, the AEW champion, is with Renee Young. Like, these guys are not fighting against each other. You know what I mean? Like, I just
Yeah.
want people to watch it, you know?
Yeah. You have to be pretty. I'm just gonna throw this out there. You have to be pretty lame to like argue with people you don't know on the internet, especially about professional wrestling.
Right?
Like, because if you're a wrestling fan arguing with another wrestling fan, like you're both wrestling fans,
Mm-hmm.
like the same thing. So like, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that most fans who argue about stuff are just like get really kind of like they want wrestling to be better, and they get super defensive about like their ideas either not being used or like people not thinking they have good ideas about what should or shouldn't happen or their favorite wrestlers versus. And it's like, I get it. At the end of the day, most of it comes from a good place. I think from everybody.
Yes.
Everyone just wants
And that's
wrestling to
what
be
people
better.
miss. People miss that point. That gets lost in the argument. And it's so important. Keep preaching.
But that's kind of the thing. Is it's like, I don't know. Like you
I've never seen that tattoo before.
what did you my tattoo?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's. I mean, kinda. I don't know. I have another one on my back. The one on my back's like way more meaningful, but like that's just Led Zeppelin's like
Yeah.
logos. Like
Good.
I got that in like my mid-20s.
Nice.
I was living on the beach listening to a lot of Led Zeppelin at the time.
Dude, everybody, I swear to God, everybody when they move to like Florida gets a tattoo. It happens. I have a friend who got like 2 dolphins on his back.
He got big dolphins on him.
Yeah. But that is so true. Like, okay, people can debate. I feel like debating is healthy when done with respect. I feel like I feel like, I feel like sometimes with AEW and NXT, people are just like, I just want to introduce you and tell you how good I think this product is and why you should watch it. But it gets so lost. It gets so lost in all of this threads of like blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, you all like professional wrestling and you're passionate about what you believe. And convince someone about why you believe this and why you're so passionate about it. Don't knock what their belief is, unless it's like, something totally like wrong, like bad, like I, I don't even, you know what I mean, just something
Yeah.
gross. But people are losing sight of like people are so enthralled in this war, which is pretty much just fan driven at this point. I mean, maybe for ratings it's a little bit of either side. I don't know, but it feels like it's more fans. Like I had friends that she's sipping out melted ice cream with a straw.
She's sipping ice cream through a straw, like a milkshake, but
Yeah.
like solid ice cream.
No, it's not solid. It's melted. Hey, Scarlett, I think
And come on, Steven wanted you to know. I mean, I don't expect anyone to even know what that is. Like, I don't care if anyone knows if I have a tattoo on my arm or not. But
that's raining. Sorry. Oh my God,
wait,
it's
what
really
did you say?
raining. It's really raining outside. It just started pouring. Rain.
Beautiful out here.
I know we're supposed to get. We need rain. We had wildfires and stuff. So.
Yeah. When I lived in Florida, it rained like average once a day, just at some point during the day.
Oh yeah, in the afternoon, especially in the summer.
Yep. It was kind of nice though because it was like so hot and humid that
Yes.
you like yeah, just hit me with it for a minute, just like out and about, just get hit with a bunch of water and then just go on with the rest of your day.
I'll be right back. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you're good. Let's see what else we got in the chat today. Let me know. This is a good time. Jesse's gone. Let me know in the chat. What y'all think? There's something else about AEW that I noticed that I thought was pretty cool and maybe interesting is I did watch during MJF's match where I believe he wrestled Lee Johnson. I could be wrong. I think it was Lee Johnson that he wrestled, who I've actually seen wrestle live a few times. Yeah, it was Lee Johnson. I'll pull this up here. I've seen him wrestle live in Nashville, Tennessee, probably in Chattanooga, Tennessee as well. He wrestles it through Atlanta, Georgia, for promotions like SUP and Action, and I believe he's wrestled for SCI as well. I'm almost positive he has. But I did notice during that match, MJF did the Ric Flair strut, and I was thinking to myself, me and Jess have been talking about like MJF or about Sting possibly coming over to AEW. Obviously, Jake the Snake's there doing managerial work. I was just saying, Jesse, I noticed during MJF's match last night that he did the Ric Flair strut during the match.
Oh, he did. I missed that.
And
oh my god! Now my
that would
cat's
be
here.
and that'd be an awesome manager. Like we've been talking about managers in AEW, like Ric Flair managing MJF would be incredible. So I'd love to see that. How you got the cat?
Oh my god!
Things all over the place.
And then my daughter has a caterpillar. She was outside dancing in the rain. I heard the door slam, and I was like, you know those little roly polies?
Yeah.
They're like really, yeah. You're cute. Hi. I'm sorry, but yeah, I didn't realize that he did the Ric Flair strut.
Yeah, so I was saying that'd be cool to have him as like a manager for MJF, like a little stable with him, MJF.
Ooh,
I would call him Batista, Wardlow.
yeah, Batista.
Then maybe
Did you
another
see
guy
him
in there.
wreck Marco Stunt?
Or
What the heck?
EC3, that'd be sick.
Oh, I know him and EC3, same physique, kinda.
I'd do EC3, MJF, Wardlow with Ric Flair as their mouthpiece. That'd be sick. Well, EC3's great on the mic too.
He's so good. They made him like a mute, like
yeah. WWE dropped the ball massively.
So bad. Injustice, even in like a little bit in NXT.
Yeah, see, the issue with him in NXT for me was that I don't think he's on the same level in ring as most of the guys were that were there at the same time as him. Because it was like him, like Aleister Black, Ricochet, Adam Cole. I mean, you can name a bunch of people, like Gargano, Ciampa. There's so many people that like EC3 didn't really do anything that impressively in the ring. It was kind of like Bobby Roode. Like when Bobby Roode was
What happened to him? Where is he?
He's suspended for wellness. I think.
Again? What if he's the hacker?
I doubt that he's. But that'd be pretty crazy.
I'm surprised they didn't release him.
But I think it was smart for them to move EC3 up to the main roster when they did, because I don't think he was gonna become the NXT champion with all the talent because it's way more important to be good in ring in NXT than it is on Raw or SmackDown. So EC3 had a way better chance, especially based on his look and what Vince McMahon normally likes. That I figured EC3 was gonna be way better off on Raw or SmackDown, and they just didn't do anything.
No, they didn't. Like I swear, like I was there the night, or he debuted before the show, like on main event, which is probably in hindsight not a good sign. He got a huge pop when he came out because we were like, oh my god, him and Lacey Evans both debuted. When was that? was like January 15th or something like that, 2019. Sorry if I'm like going like this. She's got a little millipede thing that you're talking about. She's like playing with it. It's like, um, oh God, pick it up. So yeah, like they really dropped the ball. He's incredibly talented. He's great on the mic, and they made him like into a mute. Like they just didn't say anything. He feuded with like Dean Ambrose for like 1 minute, like a flash, and then nothing. And it's just an injustice. And I really hope that, like, I don't really want to see him go to Impact again. You know what I mean? Like, I would much rather see him in AEW.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's kind of like been there, done that with,
Mm-hmm.
you know. He could be an immediate, like, main event guy there, but I don't think that really...
Is that what he wants? I mean, whatever he wants, but I don't...
Yeah. Impact is a great place to go. I think we probably talked about it here. I know I talked about it on the weekend or, like, Sunday. But, like, Impact is a great place to go if you either have a large contract with limited dates and you're just content with that. Like, you know, you like wrestling, you can have good matches, and you get paid well and you don't have to wrestle that often. Like, that's a good situation, especially for people that, you know, they just want to support themselves or their families. Or I think Impact is also a great place to go if you're trying to get a big contract somewhere else. Like if you're going with the sole intention of signing like a 1 or 2 year contract and like just getting a lot more eyes on you so that by the time you're a free agent again, you at least have some sort of negotiating power with AEW and or WWE or, you know, New Japan or one of the bigger companies.
Yeah, I agree. I think one person that I think Impact was like a perfect fit for, I think she's on Impact. I'm going to sound really stupid if she's not, but Kylie Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was a really good fit for her because she kind of like left AEW like really suddenly. And there, of course, there was like speculation and all this stuff. And she was just like, she was like, I want to keep it private, but nothing bad towards AEW or whatever. And she went to Impact. And I think that's perfect for her. I feel like maybe she just kind of jumped too quickly. And I feel like for her, especially someone who wants to be, it's like the best way I can describe it is it's more breathable. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a more breathable contract. You have a little bit of creative control, it seems. You're not under the pressure of the spotlight. I mean, you are. Like, I'm not trying to, like, poop on people that do Impact, but it's like, you have it's more relaxed, I feel.
Well, there's way less. I mean, I'm just being honest. There's just way less eyes on it than than AEW or WWE or NXT. Like so, but what is good about Impact? One of my favorite things about Impact, as a matter of fact, is that you can watch it on Twitch for free.
Yeah.
You can just turn on Twitch.
Did they get back on Twitch? I thought they got banned.
Did they get banned?
They got banned for RVD doing something with chicks.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing something about that. Did they really get banned on Twitch? Like permanently? Because I could have sworn their channel was still up last.
Was it? I don't know. It was a long time ago, so maybe it got back up.
Yeah.
Oh, don't eat that, Scarlett.
But either way, it's a great concept to be on those streaming platforms. And they also, like, here's a great example. Like, we may have talked about this before, but, like, Ethan Page is, like, him and Josh Alexander. Perfect example for him. Like, Impact Wrestling was a great move for both of them because they were both well-known indie guys for a really long time that hadn't been signed to a larger mainstream company. Like, Ethan Page had worked in Evolve, which is a good company, definitely, but, like...
Yes, they're paired with AEW. WWE now.
Yeah, and they weren't at the time that he was there, but he was like one of the. Well, they kind of maybe loosely through Gabe Sapolsky. I don't know how long that relationship has like really been there for, but like, especially during like the Johnny Gargano Evolved days, like,
yeah,
he was really big, at that time and stuff, and he just hadn't been picked up by a larger company, and by signing with Impact, him and Josh Alexander are now one of, if not the best tag team in the world. I think the North is a tremendous tag team.
Yes.
They've built up a lot more value for themselves for when their Impact contract's over, Impact's either going to have to give them a good amount of pay to stay, or
Yeah.
going to get picked up by AEW or NXT. I guarantee it. They've made enough of noise in Impact and have enough of a track record, good matches, good promos. So that's a perfect example of like people that's Impact Wrestling. Like that's a perfect example of why to go to Impact Wrestling. Look at the North right now. That's why.
Yes. I think, in Impact, I feel like sometimes it's severely underrated. It's really good wrestling. If you just want to relax and watch some really good wrestling sometimes, like, I think Impact is the way to go. And I feel like you said, it is kind of a stepping stone to the bigger name brands, but at the same time, it's also like not a step down, but like uh, not a reality check. What am I trying to say? It's more of like, okay, that was too much. I think that was a little bit too much for me at this time. I'm not quite ready, or I've been there, done that. I want to relax a little bit. And this is like a good thing. I'm not trying to poo-poo on Impacts like at all. I just think that it's a really good um it's got a really good variety of like different types of like experience and um different people on different paths and journeys, and it's a good way to not be on like national television because it's not like on a network anymore, but it's like a weekly episodic thing that kind of does get you used to doing like an AEW or an NXT or WWE, or it's I'm done with that. I just want to kind of do my own thing now without the restraints of and I mean mostly WWE contract because the AEW hasn't been around that long, but it is one of those things. And I'm trying to read the chat too, but my daughter's got this dang caterpillar, so I'm like freaking out about that. She wanted to kiss it, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
She's like, I want to kiss it. I'm like, no.
Of course, Sami Callihan helped them a lot too. Yeah, Sami Callihan has
Yeah.
really big stuff in Impact. Another perfect example, somebody who was signed to signed to NXT. From what I understand, his decision to leave. I don't think he was
Really?
asked to leave. I could be wrong, but he wasn't there for very long. So I think it was a mutual. Like he wasn't really being pushed as the top guy, and thought he could make more of himself. I guess
Mm-hmm.
be a bigger star somewhere else, or up his value and possibly come back in the future, which is once again perfect example of good Impact Wrestling. And the thing with Sami Callihan is like I'm not a Sami Callihan fan because
Mm-hmm.
into he like spits in people's like mouths and stuff like during matches. Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
kind
It's
of
a little
gross
too like
stuff,
real. Like
Yeah,
it's like
but
feels
I
like
mean,
real aggression. It's like
but I will say he overperformed all of last year. Like every time I went into a Sami Callihan match where it was like him in like a title match for Impact or any big match that he had for Impact this past year, I always went into it like, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of his, but like I bet the match will be okay.
mm-hmm.
It's over, and I'm like, that match was pretty damn good. Like I felt like that like over and over again all year. So I got to give him his credit. And that's another thing with Impact, just like the North, same with Sami Callihan. Like it's a
Mm-hmm.
record of like consistently great performances over and over and over again, to where like you can't be denied. I feel the same about like Willie Mack. Like Willie Mack,
Yeah.
same kind of guy, just consistently good. Now they finally gave him the X Division Championship. If he keeps winning big matches, like Willie Mack's another guy that like is valuable. Like they have there's a lot of good talent on the roster for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of potential out there for sure. Um like I mean, look at the women's division as well. The women's division's pretty stacked.
Yeah,
Um
Impact probably has the best women's division of like any.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What's up?
JGZ says thumbs up, thumbs down. Yep, Sami
Mhm.
Callihan. That's what he does.
Yep.
Julian says his matches with Eddie Edwards and Tessa were pretty great, memorable stuff.
Yeah. That match with Tessa was really good. Yes, him and John Moxley right together. CZW, they were really good. I liked
Yeah.
CZW. I was into that. That's how I knew Mox. That's how I knew Mox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, yeah. it's funny to think about now because like Moxley and Callahan went so like different directions, like
Yeah.
together in WWE, and then just totally different worlds in wrestling at this point. I don't know.
Right. I wonder. It's just it's interesting to see how some two people like that can just branch off and do just like completely different things. It feels like John Moxley, like it's interesting because the whole Dean Ambrose thing, now when I look back, I feel like dang, he was so constricted. Like it
Oh
was
yeah,
like John Moxley light, like free trial version. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like so watered down WWE style John Moxley. It's like almost like painful to watch anymore. Like the early Shield stuff was good,
Oh
but like
yeah. It's
his
great.
individual runs are just like, ooh, like remember when he did that street fight with Brock Lesnar?
At
Like, oh
WrestleMania,
yeah,
yeah,
oh
just got jobbed out to him. Yeah.
dude, oh so bad.
Um, Corey, you'll probably know this because you know everything about like early 2000s indie wrestling. I've come to realize over the past few weeks, which is great. I love the stuff you've been sending me. Um, wasn't Akira Tozawa with them as well? With Moxley and Callahan. I could have sworn they had like a stable. Might have been like Dragon Gate or something. I just can't remember. But Corey probably knows. I totally agree with you. Like I thought the Shield, in all honesty, like the original run for the Shield might have been the best group ever. Like I put
Yes.
them right up there with like the NWO and WCW. Like the Four Horsemen ran a lot longer and stuff, but like I personally like for modern day wrestling especially, the Shield was an incredible group that's kind of overlooked now because every time they tried to like redo it, they didn't have the same magic to it.
It wasn't the same.
Yeah, but that original run was amazing.
Dude, it was great. It was great stuff. And every time they would try to do it, it was like once Seth hit Roman with that chair, it was like never gonna be the same. Never gonna be the same. Never gonna have that same magic. That was such a great like impact. Pardon the pun. That you knew right then the Shield would never be the same. And I mean, they tried, but like I said, that original Shield run was great. But dang, Dean Ambrose, his old, and that was like my first, like that's what got me back into wrestling. My first Raw that I ever went to, I got this John Moxley shirt, and I like cut it off. That was my first shirt ever that I got from WWE. It was like a Dean Ambrose shirt. I mean, other than like a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt, like way back in the day. But like once I actually got back into wrestling and could like buy my own stuff, that was the first thing I got. But now it's like, now I realize how not cool it was.
No, I mean Moxley, Ambrose, whatever was. The frustrating thing with him in the WWE was like everybody knew he was like so much better than what they were letting him do. Like even if it
Yeah.
was happening, where it was like, what is this? Like we all know this guy is because like before the WWE, like his promos, like for CZW,
Yes.
were insane. You'd be sitting outside drinking a beer and smoking a cigarette and just like
Saying bad words, using swears.
yeah. um. Corey, I'll have to look into it, Steven. Oh, yeah, I mean, don't feel obligated to. Like, if you want to, that's great. If not, I just feel like I remember Tozawa with them for some reason. But yeah, Tozawa and Apollo Crews, I remember that as well. When he was Uha Nation.
That's right.
Yeah. That's another guy. It looked like they were really going to push him on Raw. I don't know what happened with him with, like, the money.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what happened either. It was strange.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a push when he comes back. But we're seeing, I mean, we know about this. Sammy's.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that's what I should have put the thumbnail as. Dang it.
I'm just not
Yes.
thinking about it. Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because, like, the Jordan Devlin, the Cruiserweight champion, like, he can't make the shows either because he's in the UK. And they're just doing an interim title tournament and they haven't stripped him of his belt. And
Andrade was U.S. champ and got suspended for a wellness policy, and they kept the championship on him.
yep.
There is something going on there. There has to be. Either this is a work, or this is something like serious. Like Sami Zayn just straight up quit. I mean, I don't like to speculate too much, but I mean, we can discuss what we think. So we're not like reporting anything. Let's just get that clear. Because I don't want to feel like a jerk if it's like something really bad, you know what I mean? But it is very strange, and it feels like he's like, let me go to his Twitter because I feel like he's been super like he's been throwing so much shade about it.
I'll pull it up. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Sami.
Sami Zayn.
Here we go. So, that Sami for serious. That stuff he does is very.
Oh, I know. He's so sweet. I disagree with this decision, and no matter what anyone says, I am still undefeated and therefore the Intercontinental Champion. That's about it. I mean, he is very vocal and has a very different political belief than like Vince McMahon. I don't like to get into politics, and I'm not going to say I agree or disagree with either of those people. But he's very vocal about his political opinions. I hope that doesn't have anything to do with it, because I mean, he's allowed to have his opinions. It's a free country. But like, it's just so bizarre. I don't understand it. It's his first main roster title, and he's getting stripped of it because he doesn't want to work. I mean, that's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to make of it either. Like, Sami Zayn does have a reputation for being like incredibly annoying, like the other wrestlers and stuff. Which,
like, for real backstage?
Yeah, like for real.
Really?
For real. Like, but I mean, like likable. It's just like every time I've ever heard a wrestler that has worked with him for like an extended amount of time, they always talk about how like just Sami Zayn will like talk to them like before their matches, like about just nonstop about everything.
Really?
Kind of just like complete annoyance. I think he also has a reputation. I think he also has a reputation for being the most shirtless guy backstage. Also, like I'm pretty sure. Just like we're just like no, always not wearing.
Halfway nudist.
Yeah, I think I've heard that about him as well. I can't remember.
Dude, imagine just as a woman, that just seems so liberating to just walk around without a shirt.
Yeah, it is nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds great.
But I've never heard anything about it. Sami Zayn being like hard to work with or anything like that. I think maybe he might have had some differences with Jim Cornette, but like a lot of people have in Ring of Honor. Could be wrong about that too, but I feel like I heard something about that a long time ago as well. But that all being said, I don't think that like it'd be hard for me to believe that the WWE and Sami Zayn can't like figure things out, but I would love for him to go somewhere else because like the WWE has totally misused him too. Even though he's Intercontinental Champion, like he could be having killer matches in AEW. Like,
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to see El Generico back. That'd be so cool.
Oh my god, yes. I want El Generico back. Like, maybe he's going back to NXT. Maybe he wants to go back to NXT. But I feel like didn't he ask to go back to NXT and he got like shut down?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it would make sense for him to have asked, especially when like Balor and like Tyler Breeze and like some of the others like were able to go back. He would have been a great fit to go back to NXT for sure. But I don't know if he like actually asked or not. I really don't know.
I know. It's just very. I don't know. It is just such a strange. I don't understand it. I just don't. Like, there's been so much. WWE is like shook right now. Like, there's so much change going on. People getting released. People have been, getting pregnant. People have been staying home to stay with their people that were freshly pregnant and now have babies. All these like champions are just like gone. And it's just really weird to me. Like all this change, like there's been so much change in our world anyway that like all this like shaking up and stuff is just like like ruffling my feathers. I don't know why I said that, but it's like getting my tits in a tizzy or something. Like it's just weird. It's weird. I'm like, stop. You stop and just have some consistency, please. Like, or at least give me an explanation. They didn't even do anything. Hold on a second.
We are pro wrestling, so unless they're making this one big work with Sami, I mean that's possible as well. That's always a possibility. Corey Hummel says Sami is like Daniel Bryan on the indie scene and Chris Hero. Yeah, kind of. I don't want to knock Sami Callihan too much because like I'm a much bigger Daniel Bryan Chris Hero fan than Sami Callihan just personally. Like the three kind of different styles of wrestlers between the three, right? A lot of overlapping similarities, but also very different wrestlers. I think Sami Callihan really thrives in like the hardcore scene. I'm not huge on deathmatch wrestling, and that's part of like why Sami Callihan isn't like that appealing to me. But I will say for like that type of wrestling, he does have very memorable matches in that scenery, and then he's also had good matches without the the hardcore elements and Impact over the last year and stuff too. So I will give him credit for that. When I think about Daniel Bryan and Chris Hero, I think about two of the best technical wrestlers of all time, especially when you're talking about independent wrestling. In the case of Chris Hero, like Daniel Bryan, obviously incredible indie career and incredible career with the WWE, but Chris Hero is like an indie wrestling god, even back to like I think he debuted in 1998, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, he has years, literal decades of work on the independents and this incredible matches. He can do everything, regardless of how big or small he gets in size and weight and stuff. He can keep the same moveset, which is wild. So three guys definitely worth mentioning for sure. For you, Sami, Daniel Bryan, and Chris here. No, I don't know if you mean Sami Callihan or Sami Zayn. Oh, I see it now. Corey Hummel, Sami Zayn. You should have said El Generico. Then I would have known. Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
They have the same spelling. Okay, so Scarlett is going to her Mimi and Papa's now. So the chaos has ended a little bit.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, she's going there for the weekend or tonight, just so that because she likes to go over there and do crap. So now we can be uninterrupted. Hopefully, now that I say that, watch, I'll get a call from the furniture to come in. I'll be like, oh, Jesus Christ, nice. But yeah.
Yeah, Corey, I'm with you. Sami or El Generico is in that same category with Daniel Bryan and Chris Hero for the Indies. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a small group, by the way. Like I'd only put maybe like 10 people in like that category with those three guys. Like that's high praise for sure.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I just drank some coffee, so I'm probably gonna be hungry for a while.
I'm hungry. I'm never hungry. I'm actually hungry. Sorry. I think I forgot to take my ADHD medicine this morning. But it's like a weird thing because if you take it and then take it again, your heart will like explode. So
yeah, you don't want that to happen.
So like yeah, sorry if I am all over the place. But yeah, sorry, that was kind of random. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about, you know what I was thinking about? You know why I thought that? One of my favorite things that Sami Zayn ever did, and I don't think it was even on television for WWE. I'm talking like he's like going away, but I mean at this point, who knows? When it was the mixed match challenge. Remember, it was him and Becky Lynch, and it was Becky Lynch's birthday, and he like totally buried this like Philadelphia bakery, and Becky Lynch she totally corpsed. She was like losing her shit. She could not stop laughing because he was like, it was gross. We just had cake. We were carved up. Like, we were really slow. It was the cake's fault. It was this really crappy Philly bakery. Oh my God, it was so funny. Like, oh man. And so I just started thinking about cake. And then I started thinking about like salad and stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't watch the mismatch challenge. It's funny that
I didn't either.
that he made Becky laugh though.
Oh, he made her laugh so hard. It was so funny. She just like lost her shit. Yeah, remember the Mixed Match Challenge?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I shout out to Matthew. It just makes send for the man.
Yeah.
Whack. For Watchmania fans out there.
Yes.
But
Did Matthew get his Vimeo thing figured out?
I don't know. I never really followed up with him about it. I'm pretty positive he's just pulling all of his stuff off of Vimeo and just using some different platforms.
You know,
At least.
F4W did the same thing as well. They switched over to YouTube membership for their video. Yeah, they switched from Vimeo to the YouTube membership service, which I did subscribe to because I did have the Vimeo because I love watching like this kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, so that whole Vimeo thing, that's crazy. I even deleted the Vimeo app from my phone. So.
Yeah, I have no reason to use the thing. It's like
James brings up a good point. Yeah, by the way, it's like an alternate video service other than YouTube. YouTube's where it's at. Get out of here.
I hope an alternate comes around. By the way, like
yeah,
I've seen an alternate come around, but
I mean, Vimeo is kind of there, but nah, it looks like it's not doing very well. It's just kind of I don't like the whole system. It's just garbage. It's not the whole page layout, the format. It's just not conductive to. It's not user friendly. It's not a community based.
And it's not friendly to the people who upload it at all.
No, clearly.
Because Matthew was getting an average of 17,500 views per Botchamania episode on Vimeo, which is great for the platform, but like that's not like on YouTube. That's not, you know what I mean. That's not really.
Yeah, no.
Half thousand views. But Vimeo can't handle, like they're trying to charge them $10,000 a year for that type of amount of bandwidth, which is like if you can't handle a channel getting 17,500 views on a video, like how do you ever expect anyone on YouTube to try to jump over and use your platform?
Right.
The kind of thing with like Daily Motion, like that's never gonna actually compete with YouTube. Like there needs to be a completely new thing, and it's got to be run by like, you know, they have to have like some big defectors, similar to like Twitch and Mixer, like with Ninja going to Mixer and Shroud going to Mixer.
Good one.
You'd have to have like Mr. Beast jump from like YouTube to like some brand new thing with, you know, his, you know, 30 million subscribers or whatever. Like they're
like PewDiePie going over to like.
Well, he just signed a new contract with YouTube. Oh,
he did. Mm-hmm. Good for him.
To do exclusive live streaming on YouTube. So he's gonna.
Nice. Good for him. I know I did want to bring this up. Okay, here's something that I do. This gives me anxiety, and I hope this isn't like problematic or anything. But have y'all seen Becky's new merch tees? Yes, I love them. They're super cute. However, I don't want to invade her privacy and ask how far along she is, but you are still at risk for God forbid, things going wrong until you're like about 12 weeks. When you're 12 weeks pregnant or further, when you get into the second trimester, your risk for like a miscarriage or something, God forbid, something happening, goes down significantly. That's why you see a lot of people waiting to announce their pregnancies until they've hit that 12-week mark, until they've hit that second trimester. So while I do want to get one of these really cute shirts to support Becky Lynch, I'm freaked out that my purchase will like curse her. Like it's like I'm so happy for them, but I'm also so worried and keeping them in my thoughts because a lot can go wrong. And the last thing I want to do is like buy one of these shirts and have something go wrong and then feel terrible for it. Like, is that stupid? Is that dumb?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't buy this shirt either way. So like, I don't know.
You should. Oh my God, the mom. How many dudes are buying that?
Also, I mean, like, I'm not knocking it. Like, but it's fine that they made the shirt. Like, and there will be people who buy them, obviously. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna walk around with a shirt that says the mom, like for any reason. Doesn't matter who it is. So
yeah.
So this is just an issue that I don't have. But I guess I can see your point. Like that would be really shitty if something happened and you had this shirt. It
just freaks me out, man. Like Like I'm sure that she's young, she's healthy, or she's older than me, isn't she? Yeah, she has to be. But still, she's not 36 or older. She's not in a high risk group. But it freaks me out, man. I'm like, come on, guys, wait, just wait. Like, they are just, which makes me like freak out a little bit. I'm just like, you can't go all in for this yet. You got to keep her like in your thoughts and make sure she stays healthy and takes care of herself, which I know she will. But like, it's really early in the pregnancy, guys. Like I don't know how far along she is, but did you see the picture that Seth Rollins posted? It's kind of cute.
I can pull it. I can pull up his Twitter. I saw him like thank the fans earlier.
There's a picture of her holding up a pregnancy.
Oh yes, that was it.
How do you do a pregnancy test wrong, by the
This year.
way? How do you do a pregnancy test wrong?
Actually, it was better on this one.
Did she pee on the wrong side? Like, how do you do that,
can't
Becky?
see it
That
like
that
that.
cracked me up. Oh,
Does it actually say that?
yeah. No, she said that in the People magazine article that she did the first first few tests wrong, which
Oh. Yeah,
I mean,
messed that up. That's kind of fun.
I don't want to get into like the too nitty details on how you do those because
No, yeah, I
I'm
probably
assuming
don't.
this
Yeah,
is-
probably definitely don't want to hear.
but okay, you're supposed to usually take it in the morning. Maybe she didn't do that, so it came up negative. But it's really hard to mess up a pregnancy test. Like, girl, what were you doing? That's what I want to know.
Well, they found out. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
But
I don't know what to say or think about it, to be honest. Like, I'm happy for her and Seth, but like, I mean, I don't want to sound like insensitive either, and I don't want to speak for the other guys in the chat, but it's like, you know, like,
yeah, I guess you guys don't.
you know what I mean?
care.
Like,
Yeah.
I expected Becky to like
How did it happen?
child at some point. Yeah, like, why not Becky Lynch have a kid? You know what I mean? Like, if Charlotte had a kid, I'd feel the same way. I'd be like, this is awesome, good for Charlotte, but like,
Yeah.
kind of be the end of it. Like, as far as like my attachment to like the, whereas like I feel like there's probably gonna be a lot of women out there who kind of treat this as like almost like a like the prince being born, like a king and like,
Oh my
it's
god,
like the royal family. Yeah, if like the royal family had a baby.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Because I don't care about that at all. Like
Yeah.
family. But I know a lot of women
But us
like
ladies,
everything
are
about like the
obsessed.
prince and the whole lineage.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Us women are obsessed. When Kate Middleton was giving birth, man, I was watching that live stream of the hospital, waiting for her to walk out of that hospital, that baby. It's like a weird women thing. I'm telling you what, I will be first to admit that I like a lot of manly things. I like pro wrestling. I'm like a pro football and college football junkie. Like I'm really not into a lot of girly stuff. Man, I am into the royal family. When Meghan Markle and what's his face, Prince Harry, when they left, I was gutted. I was
I
gutted.
don't even know what you're. I don't
Yeah, you don't.
know
It's
anything about any of this.
but you're so right. This is like gonna be the WWE version of the royal family. I'm gonna call it now. Seth is gonna be champion by December. He's gonna
Stephanie?
give by December. Becky's gonna give birth. He's gonna win it at like what's the November one? Survivor Series. He's gonna win the title at Survivor Series. It's gonna be a huge celebration, and he's gonna bring that championship belt to the hospital. He's gonna take a picture with that baby with the belt next to it. He's gonna be like, I'm a double champion now, and being a dad is the greatest championship of all. He's gonna cut that promo.
Hey, that'd be for good TV. I'd like to see that. It'd be interesting.
Oh my god, can you imagine they make a little baby championship? Oh, that'd be so cute.
I don't know. I don't know about.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is so gross.
Although
Like you don't care.
I will say, I was kind of entertained by the King Maxwell stuff with
Wolfgang too. Yes. I don't think they'll do that. But that shit was lit. I loved that. when Scarlett was little, Wolfie was just born too. And so I did this thing where I spelled out, and I had just gotten my Hardy shirt because it was right after they debuted at WrestleMania, and so I did this picture of um, these little alphabet blocks and they spelled out F the owl. Remember the owl? And she was like, when Rebby went on that like rampage on
Oh
Twitter,
yeah,
fuck that owl.
yeah, the
Yeah.
anthem logo. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did like a chalkboard. It said 123 WWE, and I made Scarlett a little thing that said Wolfie's biggest fan or something like that. And they tweeted it, and she was like, "Them blocks though," because they said "F that owl." I need to find that.
Nice.
I need to find that and show it to you. But yeah, they could do that. I mean, look at us. People are gonna be like, look at these two people talking about a fetus that has no body parts. I mean, yes, it does, but these people talking about this hypothetical child that hasn't even been born yet. This is silly.
Marks. 2 total marks.
2 marks, and I don't understand why that's an insulting term. It's not.
Yeah, it's insulting if you're I was gonna say, you're a fucking dweeb if you actually get insulted by that. Like,
Yeah, why? I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm a mark.
like, just lean into it. Like, who cares?
Right?
You, like, because, once again, similar to, like, arguing with other wrestling fans in the comments about wrestling, it's the same thing. If somebody calls you a mark, they're clearly a big wrestling fan to even be using that word. So, like, they're as lame as, you know what I mean? Like, they're lame for even calling you that to begin with in most
Right?
cases. So, like, why...
It's like, what's your point,
Wrestling
dude?
fans. Who cares? Like, we're all fucking wrestling fans. Like, it's all to get to get offended over anything that has to do with wrestling or another fan's perspective in any way, shape, or form is like just hilarious to me, because at the end of the day, we're arguing about oiled up men and women in their fake fighting each other. All right, like at the end of the day, that's what it is. There's a lot of skill to it. You have to be athletic to do it. There's a lot of risk involved. There's some people that are way better at it than others. It's something I totally respect. You have to be tough as hell to do it. It's an awesome art form, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Today, it's also very silly when you think about it. So
It's so silly. We are like literally fighting about like the dumbest shit ever. Like we're fighting about the Fiend being a legitimate fighter. I'm like, dude, he's a guy who wears a mask, who looks super spooky, and has a different Mr. Rogers persona. We're literally fighting. We're fighting about Seth Rollins using a big mallet, or Bray Wyatt using a big mallet and not getting disqualified from a wrestling match in a cage with a red light. But then Seth Rollins used a small mallet and got DQ. We are really fighting about that. Like, come on. I mean, it's fun to debate, like I said, but let's be real. I found little Jen.
I just saw the.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
Oh, you just said. Oh, I see what this is now. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. At first, I thought you meant that like somebody had blocked you and you said.
No.
Here you go. Yeah.
This is when I was a mom with no life. I had no life. Look at Scarlett. She was so tiny. When was that? 2017.
Yeah. That's wild. 3 years ago?
Wow. It's so tiny. It took me, you know how long it took me to find all those blocks for those letters?
No, I didn't think about
They were everywhere. I mean, it was a really tiny apartment that we lived in, so it wasn't too hard. But, yeah.
Nice.
Like moving around.
Corey, it's cool if they're not sending super chats. Like, I just can't get talk about what they're, because I see that people are chatting, but I can't, like, you know.
I cannot pay
You
attention.
just can't read the whole chat as it's happening and also be talking to each other. It's too hard. That's why the super chats are important, because it pops
It highlights.
the screen very large and we know to get to it.
Yeah, and people pay money.
But I did see a good question from Gel. I've forgotten already because I know we've clarified this before. How to pronounce that. I'm sorry that I've forgotten already. My memory's awful.
I didn't see that interview. Did you? Was it controversial?
I did listen to a lot of it. It was long, and I don't know what about it you want to talk about. Uh, who sent that? Gel or Gel. Think
I think
I
it's,
don't remember.
yeah.
If there's something specific about that interview you want to ask about, please let me know because I, I, I believe the gist of most of the interview was him basically like just like complete innocence over over really anything that had to do in like the whole Benoit Nancy like that he had like
Oh.
beaten Nancy and stuff like that and like or had
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, wow.
um
Okay.
and he made it pretty clear that he was like no I was like friends with her he was apparently still friends with like Nancy's family and stuff like even and he said that the reason he didn't do the dark side was like because um he didn't want to be disrespectful towards Nancy's family in any way by like going on there and talking about it so like I don't know but I don't know if that's what Gel is wanting to hear or if that's like what his question was about that interview but and that's also where I have to like mention like Jim Cornette obviously gets a very he's very polarizing controversial name and character and stuff in wrestling
Mm.
but there are interviews like this interview that are I mean very good interviews like
Oh, absolutely.
he knows so he's probably the number one wrestling historian on the
Oh, no doubt.
Meltzer are like the two guys.
Yeah, him and Dave. Like,
Um,
you can't compete. Like, there's no denying that. And honestly, sometimes I honestly do think that Jim Cornette is just the way he is, just to be like a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, I sometimes I feel that way. I mean, there's a part of me that's like maybe not. Maybe he's like just a more enthusiastic version of who he is. But like, I don't know. It's just strange. But he is like you can't knock his knowledge
when
for
he's
the past, at
right,
least the past.
and he's super dead set in his ways. It's like
Yes.
it would be like trying if you have
More
like a
energy.
yeah, well, it would be like trying to like let's say your great grandfather like if your great grandfather is still around like imagine if he was sitting there reading the newspaper every day and you tried to convince him to switch to an iPad.
Oh God.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh
there's
man, I
no
get
way.
that.
Yeah. There's no way at this point in his life he's going to
What?
do like he's set on his thing that he likes and he does every day.
How do you turn the page?
Yeah, right.
What? What's a home button? Wait, iPhones don't even have. I have an iPhone with a home button. I need to get a new one.
I've had iPhones that like the power button's gone out on me before, to where I had to like
What?
yeah, I just had to like set it on like low power mode so it would just turn itself off like after like a certain amount of time of me not using it. But I wear my iPhones out. Like I've been on like my third iPhone 6S. Like I love the size of it. I've been using it for years. I've never
You have an iPhone 6S?
yeah, still got an iPhone 6S.
Wow.
Like I said, I'm on like my third one of these. Like I just keep getting this same.
I have an iPhone 8. I like it. Like I'm one of those people like if my phone works and it's functional, I don't really. The only reason I do want to get a new one is because the new cameras are really nice. That's literally the only reason I will ever get a new phone. I could give less of a shit about more battery life because let's face it, the battery just goes bad anyway. I want that new Velveteen Dream style camera. That's what I want because this is like literally documenting my daughter's life. And it's really cool. And my mom just got one. It's got portrait mode. It's so beautiful. That's literally the only reason. Could give less of a shit about the fucking emoji faces. Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care. I will never go to Android. Sorry, Corey.
Yeah, Android. There's a lot more you can do with those Android phones, but
Yeah.
I similar to trying to get your great grandfather to switch from a newspaper.
Yeah,
to
similar like Jim
iPhone.
Cornette.
Yeah, basically, like and everything's just already saved in a very specific way for me through my iPhone, to where it's easy for me to access on everything, all my other devices and whatnot. But Gel, I want to get to this. So he says I thought it was interesting, uh, Kevin Sullivan, saying that he would talk if the parents of Nancy said it was okay, and they never did. So that's why he.
Oh. So
Um,
they painted Kevin Sullivan in kind of a bad light because he just couldn't defend himself, is what I'm getting.
yeah, and then Gelson
I mean, I watched
basically
it,
got the
but
impression that you did. He said that he watched the episode and he was like, "F Kevin Sullivan, that guy's a dirtbag." But then during the other interview, he realized he after the Cornette interview, he realized that Sullivan wasn't being a dirtbag. He just didn't do it because Nancy's family never gave him the okay to do it.
he was just trying to be respectful, I guess.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that reasoning.
Yeah, me too. Bruh. Me too, bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh. Bruh.
Gelson's Jesse Cornette.
No! No! Don't call me that!
I love listening to him because it's so funny to me because like I have totally different opinions than he did on a lot of stuff, but it's just funny to hear him say like he'll be talking about Orange Cassidy. He always calls him like my little dog Pockets when he's talking about it. He just hates him so much. Like he hates Marco Stunt. So every time he talks about it, he's like, why is this young child in a fist fight? Young child doing that.
Listening to him get angry about things you love is funny.
It is funny. It's entertaining. Like, and I understand his perspective on this stuff too. Like, I could totally see the perspective of an old school wrestling fan seeing Marco Stunt and being like,
Oh God, yeah.
"How is this?" But I love Marco Stunt and I respect Marco Stunt and I'm a huge Marco Stunt fan. But I think it's okay for someone to have the opposite opinion. Also, it doesn't bother me to hear
Yeah.
different opinions.
I like Jesse Omega better. Sorry, gal.
Jesse Omega.
You're still cool though.
Jesse.
Are there children outside?
Can you hear that?
I heard that. I my mom mode. I swear to God, I have like a sixth sense for like children in distress.
So I just looked out there. My
I was like,
closed. That's why I'm surprised you could hear him.
well, I swear to God, like my mom, I go, like a little dog, just like.
One of the kids just booted a one of those Foursquare balls,
Yeah.
rubber balls. One of them
Dodgeball.
kicked one out into the parking lot, and I saw it nail a parked car just now. The kid who kicked it just ran the other direction. I just happened to look outside as you said that.
Oh.
It didn't damage the car. Like one of the kids went and retrieved the ball, but the kid who kicked it like ran the other direction.
No joke. My neighbor's kids, there's I guess I won't get into you, but there's two brothers. And they like one of them I think is in like karate or something, and they always fight, and it's like the funnest thing to watch. I mean, I watch and make sure like they're not actually hurting each other like too bad, but it's like actually really fun to watch them like go at it. It's great, isn't it? It's good entertainment.
Oh my god.
There was like hiya, hiya. They're like really throwing down.
For real?
Yeah, I mean they're not like really hurting each other, but like they're throwing down, like they're fighting without the intent to severely injure. I don't think. I mean, but they're so cute. They're funny.
Sounds like backyard wrestling.
Yeah, right. Have you ever seen that Twitter backyard wrestling without context or something like that?
Yes, amazing.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I'll pull it up right now. Actually,
Yes.
I love that account. What is it? Wrestling without contest.
Yeah, it might be like backyard wrestling without context. I always think of Rob Banks. Here comes Rob Banks.
I don't know if I've.
Are they gone?
Wait, no. Here we go. This is the same account. I follow this account. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my god. What happened? What? Oh.
Wait. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with there's Effie.
They kind of changed their style.
Yeah. She like
That's kind of
a good one. It's like we don't know what this is. They're having like a
It's like in your house. It's
You
in
see
your
this?
house.
You see this guy over here with like the
Oh my god! Is
he's
that
like
baby?
tied down by the.
Is this iDubbbz?
Is this iDubbbz? Did you see his new video? The opening the McDonald's.
No.
He put up a
Oh, the
video
one where he said like
yesterday.
he won like $1 off of a deli meat or something like that.
Yeah, he wins not much more than that, but like you see him open. I think he opens like 21 of these like coupon things from
That's
the McDonald's
funny.
giveaway. And you just see what all he went.
Oh god, here it
Oh, this is the.
is. That's very botchamania
Yeah.
because that's The Simpsons.
I love.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah,
these so
man.
much. Oh, there's a mix-up.
Weird
Can't
little
watch.
kid.
Let's see. Yeah, so there's a mix-up with CDs. With the theme tune of BBC Sports golf coverage. We can't listen to that because copyright, but that's why do you give the beer to a kid?
Yeah,
You're
give
right.
it to a little
What the
kid.
hell? Are we just not gonna? We're just gonna gloss over that? Yes. Oh, sorry, my nose is just. I don't wanna be rude.
Ryan Romano with the super chat. Appreciate it, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan, thank you. Thank you
Want to
so
read
much.
that?
Woohoo! Yes, it's nice to see everyone again. How's everyone doing today? We're doing good. We're not really talking about too much. We're just chilling. Oh my god, kitty cat. Yeah, there's not much news going on, so we're just hanging out, having fun, doing the do, not pooping. I don't know. We're doing good. Thank you so much, Ryan. Oh, look, everyone's excited. Oh, so sweet. I love this chat. Oh my god.
It's amazing. Bernard the Business Bear versus
Oh my god. Oh, Daryl. Remember when he died? I was so sad. I was literally shook. I was so upset. I love that. I love it. I love it so much.
see what else we got.
Some lady.
I'm seeing Session with Martina popping up like everywhere lately.
I know. Good for her. Oh my god. Were they on Family Feud or is that just a joke?
I think they were. They've done a lot of those kind of shows with like wrestlers and
Did
athletes and stuff.
Yo, I need to watch that one. Dude, me and my husband used to watch Family Feud all the time. That shit is so funny. Oh my god. One of my favorites. Oh my god. This guy is on this British version of it. And it was like, he answered turkey for 3 straight answers. It was like, what's a sandwich, what's something like a good deli meat? And he goes, turkey. And he's like, a food that you bring to the beach. And he goes, turkey. And he goes, a food often stuffed. Turkey.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's so funny. And there's one like, what animal lays eggs that you wouldn't eat? And this guy said hamster.
Oh yeah, because hamsters.
Hamster egg.
Actually, that's pretty funny.
I mean, did they just ask? I mean, now that you can tell, they just ask questions to get the laughs. But back in the day,
Yeah.
oh god, and there was one. I'm so sorry. This is so random. There was this. They asked. They asked. So they did like the final showdown, and they do 2 people in the family, and they asked. One of the questions was like an animal with 3 letters in its name. And the guy said like duck or something. And then the second guy, you think, all right, cool, under pressure, you never know. So they asked the second guy, animal with 3 letters in his name, and he said alligator.
Yeah, not even close. You
Oh
ever
my
see you ever see like that that classic like Wheel of Fortune where the guy like notoriously, like multiple times, like had the thing solved. And like,
No, I can't. Oh
oh yeah, like part of me wants to just like pull that up and watch that. There's this one guy. People in the chat probably remember this if
no. It was recent, wasn't it? Right?
I can't remember how long ago. It was years back because I first became aware of it because Opie and Anthony made fun of it on their show, and that show I think discontinued.
Well, didn't Opie?
Anthony got fired.
Oh, Anthony got fired. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Opie wound up getting fired later when he was doing the show with Sam or with Jim Norton. But and now Jim Norton and Sam Roberts basically do like that show. But anyways, when Anthony got fired, what was it? What the hell was? Oh yeah, that was probably around like 2015 or 16 or something like that.
Yeah, I remember he would pronounce it wrong or something too. Didn't he do that or something like that? Or he just couldn't get it. He was like so
Yeah.
scared. It was
So
frustrating.
it was hilarious. So like
It was the college one, right?
yeah, it was, yeah. And like one of like the first time it happens, the entire thing is spelled out. It just says mythological creature or mythological something.
Little beast.
Well, it's Achilles is who I just don't know mythology very well. But it's like it was like mythological creature Achilles or whatever, and it's spelled right there.
Mm-hmm.
This guy says mythological creature Achilles,
Oh no!
and he had all the money, like he was like the only one spinning, and like no one else had like won any. And then of course like the person after
That's
him,
right.
nothing on the board is like mythological creature Achilles, and
That's
like she
right.
gets like the minimum like $1,000 or whatever that you get. My bad. And then like the next round, he's like, you know, I'm probably misordering like the prizes for the rounds, but like he keeps going, and like he gets one of them where like he gets the $1 million and both sides of the car or something like that. Like he's won like everything,
Everything.
the best prizes, and no one else has any money on either side of him because it's like he's just killing it on the wheel, and it pops up. And there's like only a couple missing letters, and it clearly says on the spot decision. But like there's a couple letters missing in the word decision, but it's clear as day. And I'm pretty sure he's like out, it's like consonants are out, like vowels are out. It's like there's
Nothing I left.
like nothing left. And he says on the spot dice spin,
I would want to punch a wall.
which isn't even a
That's not.
spin, like roll dice.
Oh,
Like,
he must have been.
the guy
so
says on the
scared.
spot dice spin, and it's like he loses like the $1 million in like a car and then like the person next to him again, like the same person to like his wife.
Dude, that
whatever.
person was like, yes. This
They
is
go
my
in the
lucky
same
day.
order. Well, she just looks at him like, what?
He didn't want to win.
On the spot decision? And it's like another 1,000 for this person who didn't do anything the whole game, just solves it because it's clear as day what's on the board. So funny. And I think he did it another time too. He did it like 3 times throughout the game. He had won like all the top prizes and didn't win anything because he couldn't just solve the puzzles. Funny.
I know. I've never been on a game show, so I don't know if I would do any better. But man,
I mean, I get there's pressure, but it's like
that's
What
next
is
level
it?
pressure. I mean, don't you have to like audition?
yeah, I think so. I mean, yes, you do. I know you have to because
That's a process.
there's a whole process to those game shows. Like I know like Jeopardy especially is like impossible to get on.
Yes, I had there was a therapist, not my therapist, but there was a therapist at a treatment center that I went to for my eating disorder who was like knew all this shit. She was like an encyclopedia, dude. Like she knew everything, and even she couldn't get into Jeopardy. She kept trying and trying and trying and trying, and she just could not do it. So it's like one of the most difficult game shows to get into. There's like 17,000 different steps. You have to like take an exam. It's nuts.
Yeah, I know somebody like that as well that I've known since college. I know he was trying before I ever met him as well. For at least the last, I mean, at least the last 15 years. This guy has tried out for Jeopardy probably 2 or 3 times a year and he gets to like, well, yeah, and he gets to like the last like round of like people apparently like pretty often, but they only go with 3 people per episode, and I guess he just because I don't think, and I don't want to like talk trash about the guy because he's an intelligent guy obviously, but I think he just I think he's like trained so hard to get on a Jeopardy that he does that well because like he knows what kind of questions they're gonna ask. He's tried it so many times, but he isn't like a super genius like most people who get on Jeopardy who are just like actual just complete super genius people. Like I think he's a smart guy that's like trained super hard for it, but he probably hasn't made it because they get people on there that are like,
Just next level savants.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. They don't just get average Joes. I know every time I think of like Jeopardy and like Wheel of Fortune though, I get like these flashbacks to like when I was like I wasn't inpatient. I was like the next level up. I was like literally hospitalized while I was pregnant at this place in Denver, which is where they send like the worst cases for eating disorders. And you're just by yourself. You're not like quite in treatment yet because you're too sick. And so I would watch that stuff every night while I'm eating my dinner, which is like a stressful thing, obviously, when you're in eating disorder treatment. I would try my best, and you have to have a CNA sit with you because, you have an eating disorder when you eat. So someone's like literally there with you while you eat and for like an hour after when you're on a certain level. And when you first get there, they're there with you 24/7. Like you're not allowed to flush your own toilet. It's crazy. But yeah, we would always try and answer those questions, man. I was dumb as hell. I was like, man, I'm stupid. This shit makes me feel horrible. Like, you want to feel like an idiot? Just watch Jeopardy a few times. Like, maybe you'll get lucky and there's a category you know a lot of shit about. Sometimes that'll happen to me. And then I'm like, I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm going to go, like, talk all eloquently. But damn, sometimes I'm wrong as hell.
This is a picture of what it looks like. I think this is like right before he tried to solve the.
Oh.
And you can see the girl who it like defaults to the blue there.
Yeah. I bet Alabama girl is mad as hell.
Yeah, because she's actually like doing all right that round.
Yeah. Oh, this little guy. Oh.
And this blonde girl is the one who just like keeps looking over at him like every time he fucks up. Like there's no like I think she probably thought she was like being punked or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
And they like this has gotta be a joke. There was the other one. Oh yeah, and then like the other one was completely spelled out, like mythological creature. Oh here, it's like right underneath it, on the same Google search. You can see it right here. It was completely spelled out for him.
Oh no! What does it say? Worst Wheel of Fortune contestant ever claims he's what? I hope it's not sad.
Let's see.
Oh, this was like the big controversy because he said it wrong.
Let me see if I can. I'm sorry, it's cut off just a little bit on here, but basically it says I do know how to pronounce Achilles, and I still won. Says Indiana.
Love that confidence. Yes, dude. Just ignore the fact that you said dice spin instead of decision, but I appreciate that.
See, I told you, like, he at one point had the $1 million prize, like, he had it, which is, like, almost impossible. Like, because it's the smallest, it's like a little sliver on the wheel, like, oh my.
But don't they, like, turn it over? Oh, yeah, he turned it over, because isn't it, like, the mystery one? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like to show your parents watch, you know what I mean? Like, visiting grandma.
Oh, I think he missed this. Yeah, he didn't know this one either. It's a person, and he didn't know the world's fastest man. I'm pretty sure he's.
I would have said car if I wouldn't have known it said person.
Well, right. I mean, if you weren't paying attention to the category, then that's an understandable. But like, I could be wrong, but I think he said. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he guessed like a C there or something. He might have been going for like world fastest like cat or something.
I almost was thinking cat too.
Even though the T's up there, but like it's still pretty funny. I mean, it's like because he didn't get this one either. Like that one's right there for you, dude. Like And once again, look at this. This chick over here, $700. That's like nothing. This guy over here had both halves of the car and $1 million plus, 11 grand for this one round. The girl in the blue over here has nothing because she's not getting a chance to play at all because this dude,
Yeah, because this guy's
feel like a boss.
Money, bruh.
Yeah. And then he would just blow it, and she would just be like, huh? And then the $1,000 minimum for being.
Well, don't they like get a set amount for like second and third place though? Like even if you win like a bunch of money, you only get like $1,500 or something.
Yeah, it's something that
I mean, it's still good, but.
Yeah, well, not when you had $1 million and a free car in your hands, and all you had to do was read. Like, yeah, this guy, man, they give you enough money to like cover your
not go to college, drop out.
Yeah, it wasn't worth the embarrassment on national television, and forever after. I mean, this is.
Yeah, you remember him.
Yeah, this happened a long time ago, but I would highly recommend people. I mean, the guys are definitely controversial radio hosts and stuff, but they have a lot of old Opie and Anthony on YouTube.
They did the Shockmaster.
Yeah, the Shockmaster.
They did that. That is that's my favorite Opie and Anthony segment. Is them going through the Shockmaster.
Yes, it's great. And for those of you who don't know, Sam Roberts, who is currently a WWE commentary, he's on commentary and like does the pre-show like that. He started off as an intern for Opie and Anthony. That was like what he did, and then became a producer for the show. And a lot of the time when they would talk about wrestling, Sam would chime in about the wrestling talk. So if you hear that voice throughout any of these clips, and you're like, this guy sounds familiar, it's Sam Roberts, who you probably know from WWE TV now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a lot of good ones. A lot of the YouTube channels will actually put the video on YouTube of what talking about.
Yes, they had the Shockmaster one, but then it got removed. So I was really upset because I had it in my favorites, and I went to go look at it a couple years ago, and it was gone. It was just the audio, but they did like he goes, wait a minute, and they like slow it down and back it up. It's great. It's so fun because they're just like, that was that Stormtrooper sparkle bedazzled helmet.
Oh yeah, for the Shockmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was a tough one. That's Cody's like godfather. People don't.
Yes, because he goes, that was Uncle Joe or something like that. Because Dusty Rhodes tells the story about it.
Mm.
He says he was watching. Cool. Yeah, there's an interview about it somewhere. It's really good. Someone in the chat reminded me to check out that damn storm system coming through. It's like, oh yeah, there's like supposed to be a tropical system coming through.
Oh no.
Yeah. Nah. I live in. Oh, we're gonna get some rain. Oh yeah, there it is. It's like, hey, what's up? It looks like just crap. If you're living in New York and you're worried about that, I probably shouldn't say that. But it doesn't look like it's gonna be much. If I know anything about it could, if it does, it looks like it's gonna turn this way. So it's gonna go like, bye.
Just hook right around you. Gel said, Filthy Tom did that at a UFC weigh-in too. What did he do? Because he did some pretty funny weigh-ins. Like I remember one.
Yes, he did the Shockmaster weigh-in.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yep.
I love Filthy Tom. He follows me on Twitter. That made my day. Remember, I was like, Filthy Tom, finally! And he followed me on Instagram too. I was so excited.
Yeah,
I love Filthy Four daily. Me too.
I remember one time he did a Conor McGregor weigh-in where he weighed in and been taped like a printed out like Conor McGregor gorilla tattoo for his chest and taped it to his chest for his weigh-in. Did the
so good
weigh-in.
Master troll.
Yeah, big time. He also, if I remember correctly, at one point in the UFC, he was coming out to like Christmas music for his fights. Dana White just hated him.
Well, yeah, and then the USADA stuff, that was crap.
Yeah, he got suspended for 2 years for something that
error, yeah.
Hot and not had to deal with near. And then they made him wait until the suspension was over before they fired him.
Yes.
They could have let him go 2 years prior and let him do his thing.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, he got fucked pretty bad by the.
Yeah, pretty hard, man. He's great. He's funny as hell. And he's really smart too. Like, he does on Fridays. He does a Smackdown review with Brian Alvarez. It's called
Mhm.
Filthy Four Daily, and he does the Smackdown recap, and he is very good with his words. He's very good.
I'm a big fan of his as well.
Me too. I'll put him over.
Um,
Good indie wrestler too.
yeah, very good. He picked it up quickly. I
The Chop and Roll Express.
what did you say?
The Chop and Roll Express with Brian
Oh,
Alvarez.
yep. Uh, yeah, he did a lot of really good stuff early on in his indie career. Black Label Pro. That's where a lot of the Alvarez stuff was actually. Um,
And MLW as well.
yeah, MLW. Yeah, he's done a lot with them. Uh, Black Label Pro. I think he was the first ever BLP champion. I'm almost positive.
I think so.
Shout out to Mikey Blanton and BLP. That's a great indie company. They're so out of the box with some of the stuff they book, but I like it.
Yeah.
Like they booked Ming and the Barbarian like last year or like the year prior. Like it was like scenarios I'd be like, this is kind of cringe, but like it wasn't. Like it was.
It wasn't.
Like,
They worked
Ming the
there.
Barbarian. Yeah, I love Ming. I loved also. For those of you who've been watching Dark Side of the Ring, they had the Road Warriors one last week, or earlier this week, and it was awesome to hear Scott Norton talking about it because he's one. Scott Norton's like the most, in my opinion, like the most underrated American pro wrestler like ever. Like he was on NWO B team basically for like the majority of his career in WCW, and then he had a decent tag team with Buff Bagwell and stuff. But like he was mainly kind of like a mid card, lower card, like background member of the NWO. But in Japan, he was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Like he was like the man over in Japan. So, but a lot of people just didn't know it at the time because there was like no internet and like you
Right.
didn't know. But
Shout out to the internet.
badass. Huh?
Shout out to the internet.
Yes, internet.
Internet.
That's how we're able to do this.
Yes. Yes. Italian now.
Ming is the father of Tama Tonga. Yeah, yes, he is. I think I think they're all adopted. I think him.
Oh.
Tongaloa, and what's the other one? Tom.
I thought you were talking about the fresh Miami quarterback.
Oh no.
Yeah,
the guy from Alabama.
Alabama, man.
Yeah.
That's a South Park reference.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You have to tell me that? You have to tell me that?
Tell you that? Wait a minute.
It's the Wild Wacky Action Bike. Wild
Yes.
Wacky Action Bike.
Hey.
It's hard to ride. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alabama, man. Every fucking time someone talks about Alabama, I go, Alabama, man.
It's the best.
I have a neighbor who's an Alabama fan. I call him Alabama man. I go, Alabama man. Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. How Alabama man drinks beer and chews tobacco. I thought I told you to shut up.
Shut up, bitch. Little
Wild Wacky Action Bike. I remember, like as a kid, that was like the hardest like I ever laughed at something. Was
right?
that whole episode was great because that was the Chin Pokemon episode of South Park. Where, like,
Was it? Oh my god, that was when I was like into Pokemon too, and I was like,
Me
I
too.
appreciate. As like a child, I was like, I appreciate this humor.
yes.
That's when I knew I was fucked.
And then they made it all to where it was like Pokemon was just a big way to like spy on the United States
Yeah.
through the toys and stuff. But yeah, that's where that came from because Alabama Man and Wild Wacky Action Bike were like the commercials they were showing the kids to try to get them off Chin Pokemon, where it's like we need to create a new fad and a new toy so that they stop playing with Chin Pokemon.
Yes.
Wild Wacky Action Bike. I'll just pull up a picture of it because it's impossible to describe. It's got like 3 different sized wheels and like a lever behind your head to like steer it.
Alabama man.
Oh, it's amazing.
Dude, I used to
Like,
have-
Fashion Bike glows in the dark.
Yeah, glows in the dark. It's like this kid's like all frustrated and
Here
shit.
you go.
Ah! And the kid's just, and it's like for 10 minutes, this kid just like,
Oh, yeah, you can't get through the cones. It's too wide. Oh my god. And then, I'll pull up Alabama Man. We probably lost everyone at this point, in the chat, but this is just too
No, we got 10 people. Sorry.
Nice.
We're shooting the shit. There's like literally
Ooh.
nothing to talk about, so we're just having fun at this point.
Yeah, just chilling. Oh, here we go. The Alabama Man. So you can see here the dude's holding
Yeah.
a bowling ball.
It's the bowling alley. That's right. It's up. Wasn't it like his arm doubles as like a bowling thing, and you can use it to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, use Alabama Man to bowl or bust his wife's lip. Whack.
God, that show was so wild.
Not advocating beating
No,
any women,
never.
obviously, but this was
literally
so
South
funny.
Park. It's
Yeah.
South Park, guys. Yeah.
And this was also in like
The 90s.
2000. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, 99, 2000.
Oh, this is so funny. Alabama comes everything you see here. Wife sold separately.
God.
My God, too funny. Ryan's, I am lost. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
would be too if you, but it's no, yeah. South Park, for those of you who don't like, you might be a little bit younger or like missed kind of when it became big, but like when South Park first kind of started taking off, like there was,
Dude,
I mean, there was nothing like it. Like,
this is before Family Guy.
yes,
Way before Family Guy.
Simpsons, but like way edgier than the Simpsons.
Yes. God, remember when that movie came out? Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You guys are thinking us again, Uncle Fucker. We're gonna get demonetized.
We already, yeah, it's already happened.
I know that whole song.
Oh,
I
it's the best.
used to have the soundtrack, dude. And
Oh,
that
me too.
Christmas episode they did afterwards with all the songs, like the dreidel song. So good. Oh my god.
Bigger, longer, and uncut.
Yes. Up there, up where the skies are open. Whenever
Remember
someone says up there, I go up there, up where the skies are open blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Without a prayer. One man. No,
Chat.
sorry. No. You want me to say it? A one man band. Which one? Alabama man. I'm a one man band. I'm a one man band. I'm a one man band.
That's amazing.
That's a great one. Alabama man. I'm a one man band. There you go.
Did
$5.
Did you ever have the Chef Aid CD? Do you remember that one?
Yes. R.I.P. Didn't he quit South Park when they made that Scientology episode too?
That was so unfortunate because like South
Oh.
Park has made fun of
Everybody.
and he was a part of the show when they made fun of everything else, and then they made fun of something that was sensitive to him, and he quit the show over it. Apparently, he got a lot of pressure from the Scientology like group.
Real? Yeah,
Shoot.
dude. I'd quit too if they were pressuring me, bro.
Oh yeah, that's some scary stuff. I'm sure you've heard like the Leah Remini story.
Dude, Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I understand, like, that's a whole nother world that I don't even want to... Yeah, they can do their own thing, but, it's...
Don't come tell me.
Yeah.
anything.
But yeah, wild. But I remember, remember that song Bubble Goose by Wyclef Jean off that?
Yeah. Sing it.
Cut a bullet in a bubble goose. Cut a bullet in your bubble goose. Cut a bullet in your bubble goose. You could be at the
I need a lighter.
goose. Catch a bullet in your goose. Great song. Oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh. Wyclef Jean was the man back then. Like on Gone Till November, that song was like huge in like the 90s.
Yes.
Man, I can sit here and talk about that was the best decade. 1990s was the best decade.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
No. So Terrell just said, Do you believe Floyd Mayweather is a mysterious sixth member of the Inner Circle? They named the bat Floyd, and now Mike Tyson. Yo.
That'd be sick. I also was thinking with Jericho having that bat that reminds me of Sting. Also, I could totally see Sting
Oh, oh my God, you're right, bro.
like coming back with his bat to take out Jericho.
Dude, I didn't even think of that. I was too upset about Vanguard.
But I do like the idea of Floyd Mayweather being a part of AEW though. I do like that. So
Bitch, mama. Yo. Come on now, people now. Come on, people now. Come on, people now.
oh yeah, yeah. So
The Prius episode? Wasn't it a Prius episode?
thanks.
Thanks. I do that too. Thanks.
I put
They smell their own farts.
video. Not long. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's too funny.
come on, people now. Come on, people. And then, California, yeah, super cool to the homeless.
Yes. Yes.
California,
Fucking-
yeah.
Just like a scene of Cartman like barely like getting over like on his skateboard, like hitting
Yeah.
people on the way down. Like
God.
when you were singing that earlier when you were saying like come on people now, people now, people now, people, that reminds me of remember the Brady Bunch movie that was like funny back in the day? Like
The jokey one?
yeah, we're like
Yeah.
they're like walking. They're all. That movie cracks me up to this day.
Really? I haven't watched
Watching
that
this family,
in so long.
huh?
I haven't watched that in so long. It's been 20 years since I've seen that movie.
It's so funny because it takes place in the '90s, where it's supposed to be like the Brady Bunch are how they are in like the '70s or whenever that show was big.
Right.
Like, but it's them in the '90s, so it's them surrounded by like all these like grungy people and like it's fucking '90s. So they're like walking around like the mall, like doing all like their little
Oh my God. I need to watch that.
and in the TV show, it's always people like will join in or like be like happy because the Brady
Yeah.
Bunch is singing. But like in this movie, everyone's like, "Fuck these people, these annoying fucking people." Everyone hates them.
So
They're
funny.
singing those kind of songs where it's like,
That's right.
yeah, I can't remember the name of the. It's like it's a sunshine day.
Yes.
Smiling, a sunshine
remember
day.
And I
And
think
then all
it
like-
was right when like Nick at Night. It was like right when Nick
Yeah.
at Night was like replaying Brady Bunch, so I was like taking it seriously. I mean,
Yeah.
taking the Brady Bunch seriously. I mean, you know what I mean. But like,
Right.
I was like, oh my God, these people, I hate them. I like didn't get it.
Well, no, yeah. When I was a kid, I didn't either. I thought it was just a Brady Bunch movie, and I was like,
I
"This."
need to rewatch that.
But then when I watched it later, I was like, "This is so funny!" Like, because it's supposed to be funny. Nice. You can green.
I'm like hacking the mainstream.
Oh yeah, yeah, Ryan. I see you there. When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange.
But oh my God, that whole bat thing is great.
I've never
Have you seen
seen Cannibal
I
Musical.
had. That was like their first ever thing that they ever did. I think even before South Park, I want to say.
Yeah, I never saw it. I've seen a Basketball is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I just never wound up seeing Cannibal, but I've heard it's great. I just have never, for whatever reason, taken the time to watch it.
My parents saw Book of Mormon on Broadway in New York City. They said it's really good. I've never seen it. I want to see it, but I heard it's hilarious. They love it because
Yeah.
they go to Orlando. So
Like in the,
in the musical, yeah. I don't want to spoil it because I've never seen it.
I
Apparently,
haven't seen it either, but I've heard it's amazing. Like I'm not one for like theater and stuff, but like I would definitely see that. I've heard it's great, and they've been doing it for like 10 years already, which is kind of crazy to think about. They did a South Park about that too, the Broadway Bro Down.
Oh, they did. I haven't watched like any new episodes of South Park.
Oh yeah. Oh, this one was a while back.
Still on.
Hmm.
I'm shocked it's still on. When I was in college, though, I had the whole DVD set.
Oh yeah, I've still got a bunch of the seasons on DVD too. Now they're all on Hulu, so like it doesn't. I just watch them on Hulu.
Oh, that's
Studios. South Park Studios still has a lot of them too. Their website.
yeah. Oh, that's right. You used to be able to watch them for free. We used to plug in our my laptop to the TV and watch it that way. Just smoke bowls all day. Well, at night after going to school and taking my exams, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Yeah.
No, it's all good. I know exactly. I know exactly how that went. You probably had to do it the same way I did with the VGA cables, the
Yes.
blue with
Yes.
the things you had to screw in.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I did. Oh my god, I had this old school MacBook. Dude, I still have a picture of my setup, dog, somewhere. I do. I found a picture of my setup. You can see it in the background because I took a picture of my dog that I had in college. Oh, Gail with a super chat. Oh my god.
Thank you, Gail.
Oh no.
Jesse, I'll
Oh
let you take that
no.
one.
Oh no. Oh no. Mary F. Kill. Kenny Omega. Oh my god, you guys. Okay. Okay. I've got it. I've got it. Got it. I've got it. Okay, so it's Mary F. Kill, Kenny Omega, Kevin Owens, Joey Janela. I'm gonna marry Kenny Omega because he's my fave and seems relatively sane. He seems like someone I could settle down with. And you can also F because you're married. I would definitely do that. He seems like a nice person. We like cats. He plays video games. Seems pretty chill. I would F Joey Janela. He seems like a one night stand kind of guy. Very wild, very free. Seems like a good kind of one night stand kind of guy. And then of course I would have to kill Kevin Owens to put him out of his WWE misery.
So you have a little silver lining there as to why.
Yeah, a little sympathy, a little service. But he's got kids and a family. Damn it. Yeah, it's hypothetical.
Good answers. If someone winds up sending a super chat with 3 female options, I'd be happy to answer that question as well. But I feel kind of strange answering that myself.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, Gail, for the super chat. That's super appreciated.
Yes, for sure. That was a good one. That was fun.
Like I've just had Alabama Man just like on the side of the screen this whole time.
No, people are probably tuning in like, what the fuck is this?
Just gonna leave it there.
I'm living.
Life sold separately. It's been
there for like 10 minutes. Oh no. Heavy rain possible over the next 2 hours. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm laughing. I'm dead. I'm deceased. It is raining. And we're supposed to get our damn cushions today. Fuck. To move them. Scarlett, I'm the rain lady. Because when I went to go get her, she had gone to we have a screen in Lanai. Everyone, we have a screen in Lanai. She can't like actually get outside. And she was like, I'm the rain lady, like dancing because the rain was getting her. I was not picking my nose there. I was itching. That looked like I was digging deep.
Let's see, what else we got?
I smell burnt toast. That reminds me of Whitest Kids You Know. I quote Whitest Kids You Know on the regular. Yes, I am.
Actually, I never got into that.
Oh my god. You need to legally smoke a bowl and watch it. I'm telling you, it's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, South Park, the Kids in the Hall, whatever. Not Kids in the Hall. Some in the Hall. It is. You would love it, dude. It's so funny.
That's a pretty big endorsement, because It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is my favorite show ever. Like,
yes.
comparing something to Always Sunny, like, I'm gonna have pretty high expectations.
It's a comedy show, but it's funny as fuck, dude. It's so fucking funny. It's the same kind of humor. It was on IFC.
Oh yeah, I remember that network.
Yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, this show is so funny. That was like literally, okay, this is embarrassing. So there's a sketch where this guy, he's like, I want to get a tattoo, and he's like drunk and he goes to this tattoo shop, and he's like so messed up, right? And he starts describing like, he's like, I want a turtle on a surfboard with sunglasses looking all cool, and then I want it behind a pot leaf, and I wanted to say, happy birthday, Rick, because it's his birthday, and he's gonna love it. And this guy's like, Oh, wait, there you go. A super chat. And he's like, all right. And someone did like a tattoo, and I would get these temporary tattoo things you could print out. And I used to make it just as a joke. Someone did it. Oh my God. Like, and then I would do team whitest kids you know, WKUK. It's just like, dude, I was obsessed.
Badass.
Bad ass. Gail gives me some options.
Thank you for the super chat, Gail. So Mary F. Kill, Alexa Bliss, Mandy Rose, and Renee Young, I'm assuming, are those three options. Oh, that's tough, isn't it? Because, okay, so Mary Renee Young,
Yeah, I agree. She's coached really well.
Yeah, nothing against Mandy or Alexa, but Renee has a great combination of looks as well as I'm a sucker for especially with how much podcasting and stuff like that I do. I really respect Renee as an interviewer and stuff. Like she's very, very good at talking, communicating, obviously, and she picked up wrestling very quick as far as someone who came from the outside of wrestling and then was kind of thrown to the wolves with the WWE and had to adapt and learn so much about professional wrestling so quickly to do her job. She did a really, really good job at that. So I'd have to go with Renee Young to marry. Now this just goes to F and kill because it's just going to be straight personal preference on who I'd rather,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Alexa. With that, I'm gonna F Alexa. I'm gonna kill Mandy, and the main reason is because Alessa's got that donk. So
she's got that donk. What's a donk? Oh, butt.
Yeah, she got that butt.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go with.
Does she? I don't really look at her butt.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
She got a great butt.
Oh, I mean, I noticed Mandy's butt more.
Well, so does Mandy, but I don't watch SmackDown, so I never.
Oh, okay.
So, I got to go with Alexa, and also Alexa's short. I like that. Because I'm only 5'11", 6 feet. She's short.
You're only 5'11", 6 feet. Only?
Yeah, that's not tall.
That's tall as hell.
Not really. I mean,
I'm short, so that's tall, bro. That's like a foot taller than me.
See, Corey Hummel says biscuit butt. That's what I'm saying.
Biscuit butt.
I'm cool with that.
I agree.
I like that.
Like, if I was a dude, I would probably say the same. Because Mandy's, too perfect.
Yeah, man. I can't say that, though, because it makes me sound like Mandy's out of my league.
Yeah.
It isn't. They're both out of my league.
They're both beautiful. Well, no, they're not out of your league, but they're beautiful. It's not a knock. But, Mandy, I'm like, oh, my God, just straight up pulled a hair out of my head. But, yeah. I feel like Mandy's, it's you can look, but you can't touch. I mean, obviously, in real life, we're not talking about this. You don't touch without permission. But it's
yeah.
I'm looking at, a statue.
That was a very good question, though, Yell. That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
That was a good one. That was fun. See, everyone's shorter than you.
Huh?
Everyone's shorter than you. My husband's 5'6". Short as hell. Which is not short, because everybody's 5'6", but compared to a 6-foot man, my 5'6" man is short.
Well, I don't really consider. I can.
I don't give a shit about height. People give height way too much fucking credit as far as men are concerned. I don't give a fuck how tall you are.
Yeah, I guess because I always kind of considered average height to be around what I am, but I guess realistically it's probably more 5'6", 5'7", or something like that.
Yeah, that's about average. 5'7".
But I still don't feel tall though, being 5'11", 6. I'm 5'11". When I go to the doctor, it's always 5'11" and a half. But then when I'm wearing shoes, it's 6 feet. So it's I don't know what to say.
Yes, I'm 5'3". But else, if I'm feeling confident, I'm 5'4". In shoes,
good posture.
in my big ass platform shoes, I'm 5'4". Where are those motherfuckers? I don't know. Ask somebody who's met me. I really don't know how tall I am. They always ask me the doctors, and because I'm, recovering from an eating disorder, they always like make me shorter. They're like, let's go with something shorter so your BMI is better.
What else we got?
5'12" is 6 feet.
What's that?
I'm 5'12".
Oh,
Gallup
6 feet.
5'12", so you're 6 feet. It must be a metric system. I know the what is our imperial system? Isn't that what it's called?
Oh, like using inches instead of
and
kilometers or whatever.
Instead of kilometers.
Kilometers.
Instead of meters and centimeters.
Centimeters. No, we use inches and centimeters.
We use.
And other people use a different.
Everybody thinks I'm taller than I am. Literally every person. When I was at StarCast, both of them, everyone's like, "Wow, you're so short." Oh yeah.
I'm all confused about the system because what I'm used to hearing is like on the for the UFC for instance, if they're in the United States, they're weighed in pounds, but if they're some places will weigh in kilograms, some will weigh in
stone.
Stone. Yep, that's
1 stone is 14 pounds.
Yeah, so it's always confusing for me when I see that
And
stuff.
kilogram is like 2.2 pounds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know all that shit. And then like my good reference for like centimeters is like 5 feet is like 60 centimeters. So just go from there.
It's good to know.
Uh-oh. Michael's on East West. Oh, I shouldn't say that. It's like giving away my location. Some restaurant employee in my area that works there, is actively working there, is tested positive for the coronavirus. So.
Oh, oof.
Yeah, that's not good. I actually need to look that up because I actually think that's where my parents live. So I need to check that. But yeah. Hi, Agua Unicorn. Hey, everybody.
Hi, Unicorn. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's like 4 o'clock. It's like past 4.
We've gone for over 2 hours. Oh
my god!
I like all the Always Sunny quotes I'm seeing here. She's talking about milk steak with a side of jelly beans, seeing people who hate people's knees and like ghouls. Yeah, these are all Charlie. These are all Charlie Day things.
Yes. I think he's cute.
Really? He's funny. He's very funny. That whole crew is so funny. Like.
Yes. Everyone says I look like Sweet D.
Yeah, we talked about that before. Like.
Yeah.
You do remind me of her. But
everyone's like the same vibe. Like with my hair down, same energy. She's so pretty, though. I'm not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Caitlin Olsen for sure. She's hilarious.
Over on Instagram.
Hilarious. They've had some classic episodes.
They have. Oh, that was Herald Tribune. That's right. Oops. Dang it. I said it again. I'm not good at this.
There was an episode of Always Sunny. One of my favorite episodes ever was basically centered around Sweet D, where those of you in the chat may have seen this one. I know some of you said you watched Always Sunny up until like a certain season and dropped off, but like there was an episode where D sleeps with a male stripper. Have you seen this one?
Yes.
And he shows up the next morning. They're all giving her shit because they're like, oh, he's probably just coming back like because he forgot his watch or his wallet or something. And he comes in and like they're talking and he's like, yeah, can I get my watch? You know what I mean? Like,
yes, I know.
Why he's back. And
I know they were so mean to her.
Well, it's so funny because like,
it's funny.
So she, as like she's talking to this guy, and like he basically admits like, you know, last night was so great because like I realized that I had hit my rock bottom. Like I'm like laying there next to you and like realized I've hit my total rock bottom. Like I need to stop stripping. I need to like stop having one night stands. Like, and he's basically saying like him sleeping with D was the lowest point of his life, so that now he's like gonna go do better. And the whole episode is like centered around D eventually getting him to strip and unknowingly stick his groin in his own daughter's face while he's stripping.
Yeah.
And just
I
so
know.
just so she can come out at the end and be like, "That's your rock bottom. I'm not your rock
Yes,
bottom.
I
That's your rock
know.
bottom."
I love it so much, and I like the writing is so good. Like that's
It's
such good
amazing
writing. Like
because it's
honestly.
them. It's the four of them writing this stuff.
Yes, I know, and I think that's why it's so good.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's why I like the show so much because I don't get that into shows anymore that I know are like heavily produced and written by somebody else, and then actors are reading the lines and all this stuff. Always Sunny. It's what's that?
WWE.
Right.
AEW, more
Yeah.
creative control. Just saying.
100%. 100%. But yeah, that's and someone said Rickety Cricket, all the stuff he goes through. Oh, so fun. He starts off as a priest, and now he's like the most homeless, asshole, crazy, worthless human being of all time because he met them again. Like
My favorite is when she's vibing with the tube guy.
the P Diddy style boat parties.
Yes. Green Man.
Amazing.
So good. I used to have the DVDs too.
Yeah, I had the first couple seasons, but that's another one. They're all on Hulu now.
Yep.
But
Back in the day.
they've had some classics like over the show. I think it hasn't like dropped off, but like it can be a little more hit or miss now because they're like out of stuff. I mean, like they
Yeah, and they're like
Top
living
it.
their lives.
right,
Like she was
Oh.
legitimately pregnant when they filmed
Right.
it. When she gets pregnant.
and and like before it was them like making this show because it was like this crazy idea and like they couldn't even believe like they got it on TV and like they're just every idea they have just hitting on all cylinders.
Wasn't it on IFC too?
No, it's always been on FX.
Oh, FX. That's right.
But at one point it was on at like when it first started it was on at like midnight and like during the week like no one really even knew it was on. And then they basically forced them like into they had to find a big name actor or else they were going to cancel the show.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but so now the show is more about like since like the characters are so established, it's more about like how they react to the situations and like the situations and like the topics themselves,
Yeah.
which has made it a little different. But they've had some great episodes the last few seasons. Like they go
I
to,
haven't watched lately. I need to watch.
oh my god, they go to the water park in one. They go to the zoo in one, where it's like them out in the public and it's like everything you can. I used to go to water parks so often as a kid. Like
Yeah. I mean, living
Yeah.
in Florida for a while.
right. And they take like every shortcut, you know what I mean? Like Max wearing a wristband that he had laminated since he was like 8 years old, so we could go back into the water park for free. You know,
That's beautiful.
it's like that kind of stuff.
That's great. I've been spending my
Frank,
time watching wild stuff.
yeah, Frank does a thing. So him and Charlie are trying to ride all the rides in the park before it closes. So they're trying to get on every single one. And the only way they can do that is they realize that one of the kids got to cut the line in one of the rides because he was there with like a program like through the hospital. So like he got to cut the lines because like he was it's like a type thing. So Frank is just yelling that he's got AIDS all day so that they can get to the front of the line, and he's just telling people he has AIDS so that he can cut lines on rides. It's so funny.
That's so funny.
It's so- yeah. Oh, so funny.
I love that show. I've been spending my time watching some really crazy things that are crazy. Like I've been watching. Okay, everyone's gonna think I'm weird. Okay, crime scene cleaning.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, but I have an idea of what it might be.
God, it's so good. Okay, not only are they in the Tampa Bay area, they're in the Plano area, which I grew up in McKinney, if you know North Dallas. So both of their like offices that they do are places that I used to live. And they come down to my area sometimes and they clean up like crazy, like gross stuff, and they do like hoarding. It's like real. It's real. It's legitimately real. It's on YouTube. I'm obsessed. They go live on Instagram sometimes. Oh my God. They went live. Okay, I probably should. Okay, it's kind of gross, but this person got hit by a car in the parking lot. Instead of being in reverse, they were in drive, and instead of hitting the brake, they hit the accelerator. And this is real, okay? And they hit a person, and the person hit a handicap sign, and it split their skull in half in like a Winn-Dixie parking lot. And so they had to go clean it up. I'm sorry, this is weird, but that's what I've been watching.
Yeah, that's way different than what I.
And then like 911 calls, like top 10 creepy 911 calls.
See, I can't. That stuff's. I mean, I like certain stuff. Like
I'm very morbid.
like Making a Murderer is like my favorite documentary
Yeah.
ever.
Yes, it's really good.
But there's. I don't know. There's certain things. I mean, I've watched a lot of those kind of documentaries, like Abducted in Plain Sight.
Yes. That
stuff.
pissed me off. Yeah.
But I've never. I don't know. I never got like that deep into that genre, I guess. But every now and then I get hooked into like a documentary.
Well, I fear death a lot, so like watching stuff about it kind of normalizes it for me and makes me feel a little bit better. I guess it's kind of weird, but.
No,
I don't know, but now
weird.
I think everyone's like every noise I hear is like a killer.
Oh no, those kids are still outside my my place, so.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're just like there's like a gazebo.
My phone just rang.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I'll take a look at the chat while you're reading that. Corey says, yeah, so Frank, some kid had cancer at the water park, so Frank claims he has AIDS. And then Ryan says, Frank goes down a water slide that isn't in operation then at the end. Yeah, basically, if you've ever gone to a water park that has like a lot of the time they'll have a ride that just goes straight down. Like, I know at Whitewater here in Atlanta, it was called, actually I can't remember what it was called now. The Lake Lanier, I think, was called like the Eliminator or the Intimidator or something like that. Whitewater, I think, was called the Cliffhanger here in Atlanta. But basically, it's like, it's just a straight drop. Like, you go out and you just drop straight down. And that's what they did at the end, Ryan's talking about. There's no water on the slide. And it has...
Oh, my ass hurts.
And Charlie and Frank go to the top of this thing. And
oh, is that where is there like music playing and he's like going down really slow? Is it something?
No, Charlie takes a water bottle, a single water bottle. It's like not even full. And like puts it down the slide so like there's some water on it. And then Frank goes down the slide, and you just hear like this screeching noise as he's going down it. And you just hear him going.
Subtle comedy that is beautiful.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there going, or he's going down and just like, ouch, 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 ah, my back, ah. And he goes all the way down this slide, and then in his back is just destroyed. He's bleeding all over the place in the pool, and everybody at the park thinks he has AIDS. He's been sick.
Oh no, that's
of all the rides. So the whole water park's like evacuating out of the water because this guy everyone thinks has AIDS is bleeding all in the pool. In the very end of the episode.
Is funny.
In the very end of the episode is great because Mac is he's a gay character on the show, and at the end of the episode there's like blood all in this pool and everyone's complete chaos. Everyone's running around. The lifeguards are trying to get people out of the pool. And Mac is under the water sitting on the drain.
Oh my god.
He's just sitting Indian style under the drain. He's like,
That's so funny.
You've been talking like the whole episode too about like whatever you guys do, don't sit on the drain because you're gonna wind up like that kid in the '90s who had to eat their way through their intestines because the drain tried to. Everyone heard that story, like, remember in the 90s?
Yes.
It was like everyone was afraid of the drain.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. Like, Mac's telling people all episode not to do it. He doesn't.
Oh my god. That was made for us. I swear to God, Always Sunny was made for, like, people our age.
Yes. Yeah. It's similar to, like, I think the show that did the best for our age group was Workaholics, with their references.
I never really watched Workaholics that much. I wanted to get into it because I like Whitest Kids, and that's kind of on the same plane. Like I said, with Always Sunny and stuff. I've been momming it, and then watching fucking brains get cleaned up.
Well, I think Always Sunny is a better show than Workaholics. it's funnier, like, more consistently. And it went on for a lot longer. But, like, Workaholics, like, they've even admitted that, because it's the three of them, well, it's actually four of them, there's, like, another guy involved, he's, like, a side character, that they write the show and
Guy with the long, fluffy hair.
well, there's two guys with long hair. One of them with, like, the big
fluffy
curly
one.
hair,
Yeah.
is a writer and actor. Then there's another dude, he's called Carl on the show.
Yeah.
And he, but they do the same kind of thing as Always Sunny, where it's like they write it, they act it themselves, like it's all them.
I tell you, that makes a difference. Makes a world of difference.
Right. Well, and they actually asked permission from Always Sunny to do Workaholics. Like, they reached out to those people and were like, hey, our show is, like, we were inspired to make this show because of Always Sunny, and if you see this show without us giving you any kind of heads up, like, you're going to think we're just trying to rip you off, but, like, in reality, like, we were inspired by what you did.
Yeah, that's so great.
And the guys from Always Sunny greenlighted it. They were like, go ahead, like, make the show.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny and like the guys. So, like,
That's smart.
but Workaholics, what it does is, like, it's like, whereas, like, Always Sunny, because of their age, it's a little bit more on, like, the, like, late 80s, like, early 90s type stuff. Like, Workaholics is more, like, references for, like, the 90s, early 2000s.
Ah.
Because they're, like, 10 years younger than the... Was that?
Sorry,
Jeffrey?
I was... Oh, sorry, I was looking at... I was looking at my throat. My throat hurts.
Oh, you're looking at a mirror. I don't know what the hell you're looking at.
Oh, you can't even see.
Yeah,
What?
I can't now.
Oh, now you can see. You can see my setup. No.
Corey
No, you
wanted
can't
to see a
do that.
crossover, Always Sunny and Workaholics. Yeah, so they teased it a few times.
What?
They're gonna do that. They never did.
My cat is just sleeping. Oh my god, there's M&Ms. I fell asleep on M&Ms. I fall asleep eating, you guys. I only eat 2 times a day. So, I eat when I wake up and when I go to bed. Very disordered, not healthy, but hey, I'm working. I'm working on it. Save that for OnlyFans. Yeah, there's stuff on my desktop I don't need you guys seeing, so.
Yeah, y'all gotta pay for that.
Yeah, onlyfans.com/Jessi the Buckeye. Just saying. I don't just sit on there and talk about wrestling in a hoodie. I'm just saying. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where people on Twitter got that idea, but
Wait, what'd they say? That you talk about wrestling on there?
all they say is all these people that make fun of me. They're always like, "Oh, she just sits there and talks about wrestling in her hoodie on the internet on OnlyFans. People pay $12 for that." Or whatever they sound like. I don't know what they sound like. It's usually men, so. I'm like, okay, believe what you want, dude. Whatever. Don't hate.
Yeah, you gotta respect the hustle.
I'm hustling,
I've said it
trying.
1,000 times. Once that market's out there, for me to just hang dong on OnlyFans.
Then the market is there, bruh.
Because I know, well, I don't know about that, but, like, as
There are dicks
I
on
can't
OnlyFans.
tell anybody, but, like, Jessie's told me what she makes off of her OnlyFans each month, and, like, if I could make that kind of money, like, hanging my balls on camera, I think I'd definitely do it.
I don't hang any balls. Just FYI, there are no balls.
Well, no, I told you, my thing's gonna be, like,
Yeah.
like the in-between, like, I'm gonna be, like, the taint guy, right?
Yes,
You're not even
the
really
gooch.
seeing anything.
The gooch.
The gooch, yeah. I'm gonna be, like, the
Gooch.
gooch guy. So, like,
The in-between.
like, seeing
That's a-
anything
that's
we're
a-
seeing, but, like, there's gotta be a market out there for, like, the in-between, you know what I'm saying?
There has to be. There has to be. There's a, everyone has their kink. No kink shaming here. Except if it's, like, illegal or gross. Then I'm gonna shame the hell out of you, but if it's not illegal, you do you. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Why not? Honestly, like, we're at a point in time where, like, I mean, I really don't know how else to say it. There's people that are making full-time livings off of, like, posting pictures of themselves on Instagram. Like, why can't somebody have an OnlyFans where you charge for I mean, like, if someone's willing to pay for it, what's wrong about that?
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. As long as the person's not ripping people off Like, I do my best. If you're going to pay to subscribe to my OnlyFans, I'm going to make sure that you are satisfied with what you're getting. And if you're not, I will offer you a refund. Like, that's how I am, because I know how hard it is to make money. So, but if you're going to pay me, I will interact with you. I will talk with you. I will do you know what I did just recently? Someone requested that I watch Kelly versus Beth Phoenix in 2011 Night of Champions. I watched it and sent it to him. Sent him a whole reaction video. If you want me to do that, that's fine. But as long as you're not ripping people off, as long as you're not scamming people, why not let people make money the way they want to? You know?
I completely agree. And I'll throw it out there right now. What was the match? Kelly versus
Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix.
At Night of Champions in Beth Phoenix's hometown, she lost.
I don't know what you were paid to watch that. If someone gave me $100, I'd watch that match and react to it. So I'll throw that out there right now. It'd take about $100
There you go.
to watch that.
There you go.
What's that?
I said, there you go. The offer's on the
I'll put it
table,
out there.
bro.
Give me $100. I will. How about that? Give me $100. I'll watch any match you want me to, and I'll give you a half-hour-long reaction to it.
There you go. $100, bro. Offer out there, bro.
And all. That's pretty.
Amazing.
I can't think of anything else that can make that any better.
Come here.
I'm only saying that because like I don't have any interest in watching Kelly. But if someone wants to like pay, hey, you want to throw out there like a little like Ricky Steamboat back in the day, something like that, that'd be good.
So he wants me to watch the I think Taz's someone's last ECW match. I don't know. I'm gonna react. I'm gonna get around to it. I need to get on my OnlyFans. I need to respond. I've been momming it so damn hard today, you guys. No, not that I don't love it. Being a mom is like the best thing ever, but I mean, I get really, really busy with her because she just, you feel bad. You're like, I'm not gonna sit here and ignore my child. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no way.
Bruh.
Bruh.
It is raining outside.
Bruh. Corey.
Bruh. I was checking my throat. Macy is sleeping.
By the way, I don't know if you could tell by my tone. I'm not expecting anybody to actually send me $100 to watch a match.
Yes, you are.
Kind of fucking around, but like.
Oh
No, I mean I would definitely do it. If someone sent me $100 to review a wrestling match, I would for sure do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not actually expecting anyone to do that. Corey says Taz versus Mike Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they had to get the belt off of Mike Awesome. That was. He went to WCW with the belt, and Taz had gone to WWF, and they were more comfortable with Taz taking the belt off of Mike Awesome, I believe, is how that worked out. And then Taz wound up losing it right away to.
Oh my goodness, I have 24 pages to read.
I don't remember. Because I remember Just Incredible winning it after Tommy Dreamer won it. Did Tommy Dreamer beat Taz for it? Then Just Incredible beat Dreamer? I can't remember now. Someone in the chat will definitely remember that.
Oh my god, it's really raining. There's really bad traffic too. My husband called me. He was like, there's really bad traffic.
Taz Darby Allin in AEW could turn huge. That'd be.
Oh my god, speaking of, I love them having Taz as like a backstage interviewer. I think that's really good, and I really like it because he actually asks like questions that. I'm not saying that like AEW interviewers backstage don't, but like on WWE, that they're notorious for having interviewers like backstage asking like silly questions, and I really think that having him backstage seems more legitimate. It is like raining really bad. I'm gonna go check on my TV that I have out there. Hold on.
Go for it. Oh, Ryan, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Because I remember the night that Tommy Dreamer won the ECW title. That same night, Just Incredible came out and beat him for the title. And then I also remember Rhino being the last champion. But I can't remember who Rhino beat. Because I think Steve Corino was maybe the champion in between. It's just so hard to remember now with how it played out with ECW and how it just kind of like abruptly ended.
I forgot. It just like went away. It was like bye.
Yeah, Corey. So Jessica Creel beat Dreamer, right? So I had that right, but I can't remember. Yeah, Dreamer also had the title in WWE ECW, but that was a second. His original ECW reign was like a few minutes wrong, or a few minutes long, I should say. Like one title,
It's wrong.
a few minutes wrong. Speaking of Just Incredible, actually, one of the sponsors of this podcast, Heroes and Legends Pro Wrestling, they did a VIP, which they have a small VIP group. They limit it to about 80 to 100 people, and they did an ECW sale last night that I was watching, and Francine from ECW was on the live chat, like answering questions.
Wow.
It was pretty fun to watch, and obviously she was Tommy Dreamer's manager at the end of ECW, so it was cool to, or not Tommy Dreamer, Just Incredible's manager at the end of ECW, so it was cool to listen to all her stories and stuff. She seems super down to earth from like just watching her.
Just Incredible is really nice too. He's actually really, really nice to me. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he follows me on Twitter as well. Just Incredible.
yeah, we before, like he actually like called me and was like, you know, if you ever want to do like a podcast or something, and all that stuff, you know, you can do it. Like he was like really like encouraging. It was really nice. Like I really appreciated it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was like, you have something, and like he just really like put me over to myself, like privately, which that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Like he was like, you're just really encouraging, and it really meant a lot to me.
That's good to hear. Because he has a very up and down kind of like reputation in recent years.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah, but he's really bettering himself. He's really into like DDP yoga, and oh, just knocked something down. Yeah, he's really bettering himself and is doing better for his family. So
It's good to hear. He was always a super talented pro wrestler. Like, I was a fan of him in ECW. Then he never really got the run I wanted in WWF, but they used him for a little while. He'll probably mostly be remembered in the WWF for X Factor, the group with X-Pac and Albert, but he was also CM Punk's first match in WWE in the ECW brand, so
yeah,
a little something to remember.
drop some knowledge.
Drop a little knowledge. Yep. Sandman versus Karina versus Just Incredible. Yes. See, now it's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back.
Steve Carino was another guy. He was kind of like just, how to say it, like Steve Carino, had he come like 10
Oh
years...
no! I've had my flashlight on this whole time.
Had Steve Carino come around like 10 years earlier or 10 years later, he probably been a much bigger star. He just had, like, super talented pro wrestler. He just kind of was always around with people that were like gonna really just kind of outshine him in most scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just reading through the chat. Corey, get off. I said he's getting off from the chat. Jesus Christ. Corey, get off. Get off, Corey. No, thank you for joining us, Corey.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up anyway.
Yeah, we've been going for over 2.5 hours. It's been fun, though. Just chill.
It has been fun. This has been fun.
Yeah, there was hardly any wrestling to talk about. So
No, there's fucking nothing going on. Smackdown's tonight, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, but I
Why
won't
would
be
it's
watching.
Saturday? I know.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
Friday night.
I'm
Yeah.
just really. It's really hard for me to get into Smackdown right now.
Yeah, me too. I don't care about Braun as champion at all.
No.
If there's nothing else, if there's absolutely nothing else that I'm doing tonight, I might put it on my second screen. I got 2 TVs out in my living room, so I'll either not watch it at all, or I'll watch it on mute with something else on. Maybe I'll play video games or something while.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna like watch but not do reactions because I really need to answer all those OnlyFans things. I need to get that. I need to do some photos and stuff for my OnlyFans. I need to get in on that.
Yes, get on that. And yeah, Terrell, we'll definitely talk about Double or Nothing next week. Or we have one more AEW Dynamite before that, and then we'll do official predictions here. I'm guessing probably like Thursday or Friday or something next week.
Yeah, I'm getting my house deep cleaned on Saturday, so
Nice. So we may have another stream before then. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, if there's like another bombshell, like Becky Lynch or whatever, which I don't think she's gonna be pregnant again, but I'm just saying, like, if there's another big old news story.
Yeah. Then we'll be on here for sure. But even if not, I don't know. What's today? Friday. We're saying Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Maybe we'll be back on like Tuesday. Like maybe talk about Raw a little bit, then come back on like Thursday or Friday. Probably something like that. And that's why it's so important to subscribe to the channel so that you know when we're going live. Because we'll put stuff on our Twitter, but you'll be notified and everything if you're subscribed here on YouTube. And obviously, it's totally free to subscribe. It's a really good tool to know when we're going live. It's random. It's usually random days. The time frames are usually around 11 a.m. Central or 11 a.m. Eastern or 2 p.m. Eastern is usually the two times to look out for the chats. But that being said, I guess I'll talk about our sponsors and then. So right now, I know I say this every episode, but like if there are any last second super chats, anything else that you want us to talk about, any questions, anything that you want us to make sure we read on air for y'all, make sure to do that right now because we will do that right after I talk about the sponsors for the show. So, first sponsor, I'm actually going to talk about my brother Brian Jensen first.
Yeah. I was literally just going to his Instagram to see if he posted anything new.
Nice. I don't know if he did or not. Let's see. Let's pull up his Instagram.
I know it's loading. My internet. Oh, yay.
All right. So here's Brian Jensen. This is my brother. He is a part owner of Steel Boxing and Athletics in Atlanta, Georgia. And he is a personal trainer. He is the head of the Parkinson's Foundation that helps basically rehabilitate Parkinson's patients that have trouble, with motor functions and range of motion and being shaky and all the symptoms of Alzheimer's and similar diseases and illnesses and stuff. And Brian's very knowledgeable on all that stuff because he's basically overcome it after a couple surgeries and a bunch of exercise over the years, but he has a neurological issue that's very similar to Parkinson's, so he's able to help people with these illnesses because he knows what it's like to go through it at a super young age. So, very reliable person, very knowledgeable about those things too. But that goes for every facet of boxing or self-defense or just trying to get in better shape or whatever it is. You need like a life coach who'll help you out, whatever it is. So if you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area or anywhere nearby, he will meet you in person. You can come to him or he'll go to you, figure it out. He can help you out by doing classes outside. This is him out in the park the other day. Training. You can see that there.
So
then
nice
you got,
outside.
then you got inside of his gym. I don't know why this stuff's popping up so small. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, this is him helping someone in his Parkinson's class. So this is over Zoom.
Oh, wow.
And you can see him
Yeah.
helping with his motor functions through. So there's a lot of good stuff that he's doing, and so he can help you obviously in person or over the internet. And the best way to get in contact with him is just to follow him on Instagram, Boxing ATL. It's BOXING ATL. And if you tell him that you were sent his way by me and Jessi, then I guarantee you he'll give you a really, really, really good deal. So once again, shout out to Brian Jensen, and thank you for being a part of the show. Also, let's get Heroes and Legends, or we'll talk about Heroes and Legends first. So, there's a bunch of my figures and stuff. Yeah, that title belt was courtesy of WrestleRumble.com, who I'll talk about here in a second. A lot of these other figures, especially the Bendums you see on the bottom row there, a lot of those I purchased through Heroes and Legends, and I was talking about them earlier. They have a ton of action figures, autographs, memorabilia, all that good stuff. And as a matter of fact, I know I've brought this up before, but if anybody, I'll give away, or I'll try to give this away again today. If anybody wants it, you can have it. Just let me know in the chat. If there's more than one person, I'll pick somebody. I guess I should have done this at the beginning of the show, but I have a Velvet Sky autograph 8x10 that still needs a home, and I'll send it to you totally for free. And this is courtesy of Heroes and Legends Pro Wrestling. You can follow them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at HL Pro Wrestling. And then lastly, we have WrestleRumble.com. And they are not going to be doing a Double or Nothing contest. So just a heads up, I talked to the owner of the site right before we went live today, and they will not be doing a contest for Double or Nothing. And I'm not allowed to talk about what they have coming up next. They have a giveaway coming up soon. It's going to be a raffle. I told Jessi about it. It's going to be insane. And we're going to both keep our mouths shut about it because we want Wrestle Rumble to roll out on their own and make the announcement themselves. But this is it's a really, really, really great contest they've got coming up. So definitely stay tuned. Just check WrestleRumble.com and make sure to follow them on Twitter at WrestleRumble to stay up to date with all their contests. I promise you, I would not overhype this. Their next raffle is going to be insane what they're giving away. Yes. And that's everything I've got, Jessi. What do you got?
I have an OnlyFans. But before I talk about that, which way? I get so confused. Okay, this way. All right, right there. That's my Twitter. That's where you can follow me. That's the best place to follow me for recent updates. Yes, Young Bucks. Wait. Mother trucker. Here.
Scott Hall.
No, I can't. I get so confused. Anyways, but the best place if you want to actually talk with me, I don't really go into my DMs on Twitter, if ever, just because not a fun place to go. The best place to go is my OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Jessi the Buckeye. I answer DMs literally every day, multiple times a day. I'm in there. I'm checking on people, making sure they're happy with what they're getting. I have, purchase options on there. I'm always posting stuff on there. That's the best way to get into contact with me. You can request a match if you want. You can request a picture for me to take, whatever. Really fun stuff. I don't just sit there and talk wrestling. So, okay. And so my weather app is trying to cock block me. Anyways, best place to get in touch with me, onlyfans.com/Jessi the Buckeye. I also do have a Papa John's pizza code. JESSI25 Jessi25 for 25% off your online order. You can use it up to 100 times, and you can use it all the way through December 31st of this year. So, yes, there's Shaq. Yes. Vape Nash, Papa Bless, Sody Pops and Pizza Pies, a click of the mouse, and Papa's in the house. That's all. Oh, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you can, give us a thumbs up. Thank you, Ryan, in the chat. Hi, Gorilla. We're about to head out, but thank you for joining. You can always come in and join the chat. Please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't want to make you like it if you didn't like it. That's totally cool, but it really does help out the algorithm. Your chats, your comments, all really help us out. Get our video recommended, get more people in the chat, more engagement. It's always fun. You guys in the chat have been awesome. I've been kind of keeping an eye on it a little bit. Haven't been able to talk about too much because we've been just being silly and having fun. But we love seeing this chat. It makes our day, seeing everyone talk to each other, become friends in the chat. Good stuff. Absolutely love it. Yes.
Yes. And one more time. If I probably won't see it in the actual chat because probably with the lag and stuff, but if you want this, just hit me up on Twitter. That's probably the easiest.
I think Awkward Unicorn said she wanted them, or maybe she's talking about the Funkos. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. If Awkward Unicorn, I believe we follow each other on Twitter. I'm not sure. I have a hard time remembering that kind of stuff. But if you just mention me in a tweet, just saying I want the Velvet Sky autograph, just tell me that, and I will get your information, your messages, and mail it out to you. If you don't want it, that's fine as well. If anyone else wants it, just basically the first person that mentions this on Twitter, or unless I happen to see it in the comments right before we get off here, that's who I'm going to send it to. And once again, that's courtesy of Heroes and Legends. That's a nice signature too on the. It's a good.
I know.
Good color there.
Very nice.
Good 8x10. So yeah, that's all I've got. Fight Talk _ FIGHT _. That is where to follow me on Twitter. You can also listen to the Fightful Select Weekender podcast.
Oh man.
All non-WWE main roster stuff.
I gotta end it now. I gotta end it now.
She's off. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.